Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. So glad you're with us. This is What's New Wednesday, our last edition of this month of April, and so we've got a very exciting show for you. Tonight, it is going to be coming up in about an hour. We'll debut What's New, and it's something we've never had before, and it is something I bet you don't own yet. It is that kind of rare, and when I say that it is museum worthy, it literally is the museum. I'll explain. Go ahead and take your guesses as to what that might be, but it really is an exciting, I got to tell you, I've been researching gems professionally at least for a lot of years. It's been 26 years of professionally offering gemstones for you. I've had a passion for it since I was a little kid, but I got to tell you, I have never been so enthralled with the background behind this stone. I'm just completely fascinated by it. It is so stunning. It's beautiful as well as rare. It's very special the way we set these 5 incredible rings, all for ladies tonight. 5 stones only. That's all we have. It's out of our own museum collection, and it is literally museum material. We will talk about that in exactly 59 minutes. So we're really excited about that. It's coming up, 5 pieces. It's going to be a quick little 5-minute jaunt, but we'll walk you through some of the rarest of the world. And again, first time we've ever seen these. That is the point of What's New Wednesday, after all, is bring you something for the very first time. But there's also going to be, of course, what are we going to do for the rest of the 2 hours and 55 minutes we've got together? Well, we have an incredible array of some real cool pieces. I'm excited about our Moonstone. We have a really cool round Moonstone. I'm going to do a little diamond special since these are our last 2 days of April. We're getting ready for May, so we thought, you know what, not just the weekend. You remember the weekend special where we had that huge diamond ring. We've actually got a little bit more rarity tonight. We're going to bring you a last call on something that's been here before, yes, but it's actually an upgrade to your fancy yellow diamond collection. So we're going to bring you a ring and an earring tonight to celebrate the end of Diamond Month, and we're going to give you some massive markdowns on pieces that, let's face it, have been here before and they've been very popular at their former price. We're going to bring them a new end of April price tag for the last few that are here. So it's also the last time we'll see those incredible pieces. Now also, there's going to be a Paraíba here. It's very affordable. Paraíba is not exactly an affordable stone. So we're going to bring you one of those. And we also have an earring special and a sapphire special. So a lot to get to tonight throughout the evening. If you have any requests at all, this is a live interactive show, of course, so please get those in and we'll be able to bring whatever it is you need right out to you. And of course, discounting for this Wednesday night. So should be a lot of fun. I hope you can stay with us. And again, next hour we'll debut our 5 super limited edition. This is Mother Nature's limited edition for sure. We'll bring those to you coming up in a little bit. And again, anything you'd like to see, let us know. But I'm going to show you Sapphire first to start. Take a look at this. This is going to be a beautiful blue, and I'm loving the way this royal blue is situated in this mounting. It looks like just, again, really beautiful way to do a band with a nice size stone in the middle. That would be item number 112-7938, and it is also a platinum setting. 124 is the center stone size, so that's a really nice big royal blue, and it is also going to be diamonds along the side. Some fancy cuts there as well. 17 points is your diamond weight in grand fashion, but of course this is also the bigger stones. You've got those 2 marquise cuts on the one side right over there, and then of course the round brilliance the rest of the way in a beautiful, almost like, again, S-curve of a band instead of being the boring straight across. You know, we see most of our rings in that way. Love that little flair for something a little more dramatic. It gives you a little more width in the platinum as well, and really just a stunning overall design that is also, excuse me, very wearable. So it's going to be a good one, and we are so excited to have you with us tonight. Again, get registered if you're not already. If you are, you're good. Don't worry, there's no extra step you need to do. It's just, again, for those of you that might be newer to the program and want to be able to potentially get in on the new or anything we do tonight, you got to get registered to get that done. But also a really special buy here. It used to be $39.99, looking right at it, and you might remember it even from previous shows, but instead of $39.99, we're going to go a lot lower. It's a lot of platinum, stays in that platinum, of course. You know, we are a network that sizes for you and ships for free, so we do all that. And look at this. Here's what it looks like. I don't know if it's just my eyes not adjusting to the bright lights in here yet, but it looks a little bit dark. I'm going to see if we can iris up a little bit on those shots just to show you the proper look here. I want you to see what I see in person. But isn't that a great look there in that sapphire? So a really stunning design, a beautiful bright blue. Isn't that always the trick, is always getting, how do you get that bright blue while still getting royal blues? And that's really what we're looking for. And it's achieved here really, really well. So let's get you a great value. And first item of the show, you know it's got to be, right? A little superstitious about getting in those big values here right off the top and then keeping them going. You start well, you end well. That's how we're going to do. So $39.99, not going to be even half that price at $19. That's fabulous, but we're going to go a lot lower than that. And even at $1,500, what a buy that is. We're taking it a lot lower for you. Welcome in, early birds. Glad to have you. It's a Wednesday. We haven't seen you in a couple of days, so I hope you're all well. Hope your April is winding down in grand fashion, and yet it's going to be better than $14, $13, or $12.99. That's a lot of platinum. I don't know, pick a piece. Is it the sapphire you want, the diamonds, or the platinum? Any individual component should be more than where we're at right now, but this is how we lead into a big Wednesday night. Let's blow it out for only $1,000. You know what? Instead of $11.99, let's go even lower. I'll do it for $10.99 right now. First caller, $10.99. That'll be it. First caller only. Remember, pretty much everything I have, including our special at the top of the hour, going to be one of a kind. I see only a couple of exceptions here. Would be our diamond finale, our big diamond, yellow diamond band that we're going to show you. Also, the earrings. We've got some opal ear. Oh, no, never mind. Not on those. Never mind. Just the bands. It's the bands of the earrings. So we have these gorgeous heart-shaped yellow diamond earrings, and then we're going to see a band. It's a band, you know. It's the 2-carat-01 yellow diamond band if you want to start thinking about it. Great stackable style. Great for ring guards, too. We're going to get you a brand new price tag. That's going to drop that price down on that one, to a price tag you have not seen before. There's a new butterfly piece today. I don't have a ton of brand new. I got maybe 5 or 6 brand new items, but we'll get to them all here probably in this first hour, so you won't need to wait too long. And there's, yes, a color change theme, and we also have a really special, I got to get to this butterfly because it is beautifully done, and I know we appreciate seeing these more meaningful pieces like the butterfly pieces that have so much great meaning to so many of us, and they're not always the same meaning either. It can mean a lot of different things when you talk about the symbolism behind this extraordinary creature that, of course, is transformative, or I should say in its butterfly form is transformed. But again, whether it's about the amazing, amazing transformation that we all go through in life, sometimes out of necessity, sometimes we want to, sometimes we have to. I think with also Mother's Day coming up, do you want to honor somebody with this butterfly piece? That would be beautiful too. So we're going to show it to you next. Let me go ahead and show you on the hand first so you get an idea of the size, because it's a really good size piece here. And that is, I was doing some housekeeping here, so you know I love that. I love housekeeping. Take a look. I don't even do that in real life, but I come to work and do it. But here's 113-0833, and that's 18 karat solid gold. Now that's a big deal in a necklace. But then we're going to put together the most beautiful, I think, pronounced butterfly. It almost looks like a bow meets a butterfly too. I think this could be open to interpretation at first glance. And it's 55 points in diamonds. All those incredible round brilliance. Now, it's What's New Wednesday. We got 18 karat gold. We got a What's New piece here, but only the one. So it's soon to fly on out of here. But of course, that's what it looks like from a distance. Now, it does have a slight adjustability to it. It's going to be, I measured it 16 inches in the chain. So this is really meant to sit at the base of the neckline. And then, of course, you can cinch it in a little bit shorter if you like, 15 inches instead. So you've got that double O-ring there, so choose. With that spring ring closure, let me show it to you on the neckline as well, and then we'll take it right on back up close and show you the length of it as well as the width. But that's what it looks like from a distance, so you can see, and of course it's going to sit right about here, but right where that would make a lot of noise, so I'll try not to do that. But look at how beautiful that is. Really, again, amazing style. And I think that when it comes to the butterflies, we love seeing these beautiful, unique designs. And that's your measurement. If that helps a little bit, gauge it for you. It's about a ½ an inch tall. It's going to be similar in the width here, as I'll show you now. And then we've got only this one, so this is going to be great to go. And they're actually maybe a little bit more like 5/8 of an inch from side to side. But let's take it on up close too, because why not? Show you the details of how these diamonds are set together. Great finishing as well. Look at that. So it's really 2 individual larger stones there first, and then the smaller diamonds around it. So that's why it gives you those wings, or the larger especially, are really just about mostly that one bigger diamond, which is probably a good 10 to 15 points a piece there. And then the smaller the rest of the way. Here's your clasp enclosure, and of course you saw that 18 karat gold hallmark there, and that's unusual in a necklace. So one only here, not going to stand on its own, so I'll hold it up and then we'll show it back on the hand for you, and we'll give this one away. It's a fabulous value on an 18 karat gold necklace. Boy, it's really tough. I was looking at some jewelry over my weekend, which was the last couple of days, and I was looking at jewelry, and wow, anything in 18 karat gold is not exactly affordable, even when it's just gold. No diamonds, no nothing, no workmanship, no design elements, just gold straight up. It's tough to get. So really excited to have this one for you. And let's blow it out under that $3,999 mark. A better one coming your way, 16 inches in length or 15. And again, great gift idea as well. Maybe that's symbolic to somebody you care for that you'd like to really shower with some great fine jewelry this Mother's Day or this graduation season or this birthday season or whatever it is. Maybe it's even an anniversary. It's up to you. But this is going to be fantastic, and we'll do it for better than $1,500, and that should pretty much seal the deal. I think the fate of that butterfly is to literally just, fly on out of here as quickly as it can, and yet we'll give it a little bit of help. We'll give it the transportation to keep it safe and all. Setting that one free on its own, it may not know exactly how to get to your house, so we'll get it a box with a label to make sure it arrives safely, but that'll be, $12.99 instead, so a much easier value. And that is going to be a big value for one only there. And it stays in the white gold. So that's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for being with us. I see some of you are popping in online, checking out the Wednesday night, getting ready. Hey, Ryan, nice to see you with us. Thank you so much. That is quite a title, and I'll take it. Thank you. Kirsten, hi. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know, isn't it a long wait from Sunday to Wednesday? It kind of flies by for me, I got to admit, but it really is. I know. As far as jewelry, it does feel like sometimes, oh my gosh, it's been ages, hasn't it? So we're ready to get a little jewelry shopping in, aren't we? And we do have a very, very special debut. Any guesses as to what it is? I gave you a nice little hint earlier, so I'm sure everybody's, using the online, trying to figure out what could that be. And I've been dressing for the occasion every Wednesday night, but today I'm giving you a little bit of a mystery. It could be any one of the colors, right? Or it could be all the colors. You never know. All right, so let's move on. That one's here at $12.99. So let's also talk Big Aqua, because I happen to have this new one here, and yet this is such a really unique style. I've not seen too many mountings like this before, and it's one of our new ones. It's 1130770. That'll be platinum, and it's another platinum piece with a lot of platinum and a 5-carat/08 in the emerald cut aquamarine. So of course, March's birthstone that we love so much. Of course, we love it because it's that really saturated ideal of colors, and that's where we really get intrigued by an aquamarine, is when it has those deeper sky blues. Not that barely there. Is there blue? That's, if you're asking questions like that, probably not the best aqua in the world, but this 508 is. It's indisputably just a really bright, amazing blue color. It does have also that 508, which is a considered size to get in the aqua world, and 4 points in diamonds right there on either side, east and west. But among those marquise mirror finish, look at that, 4 different rows. It's a quadruple split shank, and you've got that incredible stone, emerald cut beauty. Now, I know that this is where, again, I'm going to give you a little heads up here, because I think for any of us who have watched TVON before, and if you've seen a larger aqua before, you know that the larger aquas tend to be a lot of moolah, because we deal in Sierra Santa Maria. They're the best in the world, and they're completely mined out. So there's no hope in getting any more unless you're actually shopping the secondary marketplace like auction houses, etc. Here's the other thing. The stones in 5-carat plus size, we almost always see for that $7,000 to $8,000 range, sometimes even larger in price when the carat weight of the diamonds gets bigger. So this time we're seeing that 508. Emerald cut's tough to get that maintain of saturation like you see here, so that's really important. But then you have the fact that it's done in platinum. And even though I know it's not a tremendous diamond weight, this is about letting the aqua be the star, putting it on that pedestal, matching it in the metals, giving you a lot of that metal gram weight, of course, platinum being so dense as it is, but adding just what it needs as a little placement of the diamonds to really accentuate those elongated step facets, and then giving it some of those really great mirror finish styles with the marquise shape. So that itself, when you see it on here, you're gonna see how it reflects a lot of light as far as that design element is concerned. Watch this. It's on the hand, and you can see what it's gonna do here is that not only is going to have those different neon lights of sort from within the stone, but of course this great way that when it catches the light in the proper way, kind of like you're seeing right over here, it looks almost as if the whole piece on the sides, or all those individual marquise cuts, are shining like diamonds. So you don't need to have a lot of excessive diamond weight to get that shine and that sparkle. So I really appreciate that one. I think it makes it a little more casual of an element as well, because as soon as I start seeing 2 carats, 3 carats in diamonds, it may not be the piece I'm wearing every single day, unless it's just a simple band or a simple straightforward where that's the point. Earring, if it's all diamonds, that's what it's supposed to be. But when it comes to accents to a great color, you want the colored stone to still be the headliner here, and that's exactly what this is. But we're gonna take it a lot lower than it's brand new, so I know you've never seen the price. but it should be $69.99. Won't surprise anybody who's seen our larger aquas before, but this one's certainly going lower than that. And just to get it out the door, come on, we're getting started. I only have, now not everybody's going to get that top of the hour, that brand new big time collection that I'm revealing tonight, only 5 pieces. That's it. Not 55 or 500, 5 individual pieces, and they are museum 100% through. I've never sold this before in all my tenure. Sometimes I've had stones here in this premiere that we've never had at TVON, but I sold a lot of years ago. This is something I've never been able to handle or touch or even, quite frankly, I think the last time I saw one of these stones would have been when I was a teenager, okay? In Washington, D.C. So it really is one of those moments where we're going to invite you in to be a major collector tonight, but only 5 of you will get that title. So go ahead and shop what you love leading up to that as well, like this aqua, and we're going to do better than 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, or 3. And you already know at $29.99, a 5 carat, not going to stick around long. That just simply does not happen. You don't see the 5 carats here. Santa Maria's go for that price tag, but we're going to keep it going here and make it less than even 2,000. You know we got to start off right here. Big Wednesday night, big premiere day. Let's go. $1,999. That's it. So that will be your key in to the stunning emerald cut, the step faceting gleaming as it is. And then you've got all of the great sheen. There it is. Oh, yeah. And how about those colors reflecting onto the wheel and the surface below it? And then those great mirror finish marquise cuts there. And I love this. 4 times over is that, well, actually 5 times over is that shank split. So again, she can count, you know, just a little rusty on my counting because, you know, I've been trying to rest the mind the last couple of days, but 5 times over as far as that triple split shank. It's actually like 3 within 2 more. So 2 kind of look like 1, but again, it's a 5 time over split shank. So it really does widen the sides there. So it can really be supportive as far as holding that 508 as well. So, okay, let's get into, we got a new raspberry sapphire. I've got a color change spin pendant. I just thought this is unique. It's not for everybody, but I know for my trillion lovers, we are a vocal bunch. And when we see something we love, we generally pounce. Look at this, a trillion on trillions on trillions, really. You've got pear shapes, almost a pear shape, really. It's almost a trillion. There's just a softer edge to it. So that's the center stone, which is a pear. That's a green tourmaline, by the way. Remember when we had one in a ring the other day? It looked almost like this, exactly, and yet it had that just solitaire style. Well, this one's dialed up with some pink sapphires in the trillions bezel set. Those are trillion pink sapphires, and then you've got, it's in a way completing the 3 theme, if you will, by having the 3 sides all adorned, 3 trillions. And it really is on this beautiful beaded chain in solid 18 karat gold. So I thought I'd just share that with you. It's a beautiful look. It's another one of those shorter necklaces. So yes, if you need an 18 or a 19 or 20, I apologize, this won't work for you. It's a 16-inch, but it does look fabulous, doesn't it? The way that color combination plays. And then you've got 112, 72, 19, and of course a little bit of adjustability here, a couple of ways. There's an extender chain, but also an O-ring here. So you can adjust it either way, left or right, to make sure that it's more even and sits really centered up on that neckline. But look at that tourmaline glow. Carat 30 on the trillion green tourmaline. 1 carat is the total weight on the pink sapphires, and then 19 points in the diamonds in solid 18 karat yellow. And of course it'll be 16 or 17 inches or really anywhere in between because of that little extender that you have there. So this would be its maximum, and then of course it can go a little bit like a little shorter if you want to. So really play, you can get that really fine tuning adjustment that you need. But it used to be, and this is a long time ago, you see the older item number there, that was a long time ago, $69.99. Gonna make it a lot more affordable. Let me give you a measurement on this one as well from top to bottom. I really love, there's just something elegant about the way that design comes together. And then here it is with that nearly, I would say, well, we're not quite at 3/4 of an inch, but 5/8 there, I would say, and similar side to side. We'll take it on over to the neckline as well. Green and pink together. They look fabulous, don't they? And that's what it looks like from a distance. Here's what it looks like if you did want to pair it up with some extra color. This certainly would work beautifully, wouldn't it? And then again, a little easier to read those colors of those gems when you see it here on the skin tone. But let's take it on up close here as well, right to the front of where that aqua was, and give this one away for $1,499 when it's in that 18 karat solid. And that chain, so distinctive as well, because it's all, this is all solid and crafted, but it does have that beaded style link chain. So it's really specialty as well. And then we've got a spin pendant coming up as as well. So if you want that color changing variety that's highly dispersive, got that for you as well. Some big earrings in color change diaspora, they're here. And then we have an Imperial topaz, and I did bring out the solid 18 karat yellow gold diamond collar. It's a multiple collar, meaning it is not just one row, but it's actually a little more designer than that. It's got a lot of different design elements to it. So that's going to be our designer necklace. Now I got to show this because this was a little bit striking to me as far as the value is concerned. It is one of our best of the best. Neon electric, get this, it's copper bearing and it's tourmaline. It's 113-1103 here. And what a look this is. Don't forget that 5 karat 08 aqua for under $2,000 is still hanging out here. So that's pretty special, I would say. And then here we are, one only, 1103, and a 437 in that purple Paraiba. So copper bearing Paraiba. To give you a little reference point here, the other Paraiba I have today is blue green. It's 26 points. So I know a lot of you are going to say, no, can't do 26 points. And it's substantial in the price tag because it's Paraiba. It's blue-green, it's all natural. It's the copper element that makes these stones so rare. What we happen to be looking at now, though, is the stone that is even more rare, thanks to the color. Still got the copper element, but it's a purpley pink neon, and this stone is clean, almost 4.5 carats in a rare heart-shaped stone. What a beautiful gift this would be to someone you care about. It's our 437 with a diamond weight of 52 points, going all the way around it, but look at how it does widen down the sides where the band meets that center halo there. So you see how that's going to be a little more substantial on the sides. In the white gold, or change it if you want to, yellow gold or rose gold are absolutely fine with me, so it's whatever you want. But this is remarkable, and when you see the price tag, especially so, because that's really what I think is going to get everyone's attention here, is the price tag on this huge copper bearing. It's really stunning. It's very affordable for what it is, and you know, we do it upright. How about this? Great little bit of elevation to that basket work as well. Come on in if you have a request, because we're getting into a very special little segment called What's New Wednesday in about 40 minutes. So we'll spend a couple minutes there. It'll take longer to tell you about it and the background of the stone. I'm going to try not to give you a 2-hour lecture because I could. As much as I've researched this, and it's interesting because I'd heard of the stone, but I'd never really, having never sold it, you know, you don't really need to research the stones that you never sell. But I will tell you, having heard about it and diving into the history behind it, I tell you, it's such a human interest piece. I'm totally, just like I said, I've never been this enamored with the story behind the namesake of a stone. So I'm really excited to share it with you, and I'll try not to ramble too much about it, but it is part of what we do on What's New Wednesdays, educate, because if you're like me and you've not seen it a lot, and you know what, a lot of us know gems pretty well, we'll give you a little education right here on the spot, and we'll save you a couple years at GIA. But here's the 437, and let's go ahead and really give you a value on this one, because oh my goodness, it's so amazing to see a $15,999 ring come down lower than that when it's brand new. Here's what it looks like on as well. This is so beautiful, isn't it? This is really one of those, look at it popping from a distance too. It just gets brighter and lighter, and that's the neon for you. I mean, it's a pretty dark hand shot tonight, and yet I was noticing that it really is. But I will tell you, that's really helpful when it comes to the neons of the Paraibas, because, well, that's where its best environment is. You don't need all the light in the world. The lower the lighting, the more it's going to glow and dance with those colors. And given such a clean stone as well, that's also important. So you got it all here, and yet one only. You can choose your gold color. Let's blow it out. Come on in. Don't be shy tonight. It's a really big premiere night, I know, but we've only got 5 of our new premieres, so it's going to be a little bit of show and tell. It's going to be a little bit, it's one of those truly, literally museum pieces. We'll talk about it. Museum in every single definition of the term, so you're going to love it. And I know that I've really enjoyed having these stones and setting them, and oh my goodness, the settings are just as gorgeous as the stones themselves. So you're in for a major treat coming up in about 35 minutes, but if you need a great collectible that, sure, may not be the first time we're hearing about it, but it certainly is maybe allowing for one of the first times to actually see it and own it. As a collector at home, you can get this stone here and get it where it's really affordable. Come on over and take a look at it. We'll get you a better price tag than $15,000, than $10,000, and better than even $5,000. And we've taken about 70, well, well more than 75% off. At this point, are we close to it? Nearing that. A third of the price is pretty good. I'll take that. So here's what we've got for you. Better than, well, just keep on going. Not $5,000 or $49.99. It's going to be a hugely important night tonight when it comes to just take a look, window shop if you want. But if these price tags are like they already have been for the 24 minutes we've had on the air, you probably want to go ahead and run to the phones and pick up what you can here because, you know, there's only so long to get collectibles like this. You know, they're running a little low. And, you know, the world of fine jewelry is changing rapidly it seems like by the minute. It really does, where there's fewer and fewer options in where to find anything that's natural, but especially in the exotics. And so I'm so proud to still be one of the, well, the phrase goes last man standing, but, you know, I'm going to say I'm proud to be one of the last women standing to really bring you the exotic and the gorgeous and the rare of jewelry. And it is a privilege. But again, I have this philosophy at the same time where as much as I love the rarities and love bringing them to you, I know that it really needs to be affordable. Otherwise, I'm not doing my job because it's really one of those things where I still believe in values no matter how pricey things get out there or no matter what gold is doing or what diamonds are doing or no matter how rare the stone is that I'm bringing. It's still got to be a great value, and that's what this is. So come on in. Take advantage of it. It's not going to be even $49.99. We'll go lower than that, but I got to make you get you on the lines, ready to go, make you a believer in what we do here, and to make it even more affordable than $4,000 on a 437, it's actually going to be $39.99, and we are under $1,000 a carat, just like that, on a really important stone that I can't even find a flaw in that stone. I am seeing no clarity issues whatsoever. I cannot find an inclusion. We are magnified. That's the whole point of giving you this close-up shot, is to show you better than your eye can see. Because that is also, again, a big important factor in how we shop for jewelry. Give me every last detail of my ring before it gets home to me, before I ever see it in person, and before I try it on. You'll know every last detail, and that's what you're getting right here, is that clarity out of a tourmaline, out of a copper-bearing tourmaline. They're not supposed to be able to have that kind of clarity to them, but $39.99, only one there. Big value here to get us going. And then we've got that color change fiend coming up as well. A new pendant. I cannot wait to show you the Moonstone today. We've got a really beautiful round Moonstone for you that is very exciting. We'll show that to you as well. So we're going to see that in a little bit. And then that's probably my favorite besides my premiere. And besides our diamond deal, which we're doing a grand finale. So it is the last couple of days here of diamond month. Of course, April coming to an end tomorrow. So we want to bring you some big values. But look at this. This is the stunning Asher cut. It's technically a square radiant is what it is. So you see, instead of set faceting, it is just gleaming and glowing. And that's what this stone does so well. 180 on the fabulous radiant square. It also is 113-114. And that would be our square in this stone radiant cut, and 13 points in diamonds around it. One of the more affordable of this rare, exotic, softer stone, which is why so many of us really look for it in a pendant or earrings more than rings sometimes. If you tend to be really harsh on your jewelry, something you want to consider, and this gives that opportunity to you. So you also do have something else special going on here. 180, 13 points in diamonds. Look at the finishing there. It's clean. Another stone that battles a little bit with inclusions and clarity issues. This one not having those problems, and yet it also happens to be the diamond halo. So let's take a look at it from a distance, show you the length, the measurement, and what it looks like on. But there's your first look at it, and then of course we'll pop that ruler next to it and see what you think of that size, which is a ½ inch top to bottom. And then of course here it goes on the neckline for you as well. Just to give you another idea, it really is a display of all the different colors. And if you thought diamonds were good and diamonds were wearable thanks to their brilliance, well, this is a stone that literally does it better. And yes, I know it doesn't really look like a diamond because it's got that great natural saturated green color to start, but it does change. Even that part is another exciting element because that's going to change from green to red. So you have the ability to have a color changing stone with that high dispersion level. It is super rare. Take a look at it again up close, and we'll bring it on down for you to a better value than even $49.99. There goes our big pendant's going to be out of here in a hurry, no question about that. But just give me a call if you'd like it. I'll make it $1,499 instead. There's a bigger version, but boy, does that get a little pricey. We've got a larger stone that's going to be almost 5 carats in the fancy cut. I'll bring you some new earrings that actually are one of our rarest stones. Not necessarily one you've never seen before, like what's coming up in 30 minutes, but something rare for sure. Question, do you guys love rare in The Moonstone, last of the last round. Who has a Moonstone and who doesn't? We're calling all of those that want to request to have a collectible Moonstone in their collection before they're gone. The Rainbow Moonstones are about to be completely sold out, every one of them. So I want to bring you a last call round today that's going to be very exciting. Get ready. Plus our yellow diamond. Say goodbye to April. Diamond value, a better price than it's ever been offered on our show before. So that's very exciting. Coming up in a little bit as well. And then here we are. Okay, $14.99. Don't forget about the heart-shaped copper bearing. Or we have a new Sapphire that's exotic, a new Imperial that's been brought down. And if anybody wants to go all like royal family, Cleopatra, all in one, here it is on the hand. This is my diamond collar necklace that we've only shown one time before, with this gorgeous all the way around design. So collars don't have to just be a singular row of diamonds. You can get something with a little more wow factor. Real collars to me have a lot of these great designer details, like this designer element that's the same all the way around. So there's no graduation to it. It's 1130949. And just to show you here, it's quite sizable as far as that's a big piece, and it's going to sit at 17.5, which I know a lot of you enjoy, having something a little bit larger in a length, so it doesn't sit right up at the base of the neckline necessarily, or a choker length, but has a little bit more drape than that. And when you've got this width, which did you note the 18 karat yellow gold that you have, that's an extremely high end. And of course, an amount of gold that's also quite a bit, that's 1.5 ounces of gold. So when an ounce has approximately 31 grams and you're up to 43.5, that is nearly 1.5 ounces in gold. So that's pretty impressive. And then you've got this great designer element that's got pave and bezel set all together. It does go all the way around, which if I showed you the back, I don't think you'd know it any differently from the front, because it's hard to even find the clasp and closure. You have to really look for it, because that is such a continuous and seamless design element. $759 is the diamond weight, and that actually is your clasp, and you would know it from the side because it's got that little elevated button. It's going to be how you release your insert closure there, and then you've got that figure 8 safety catch to latch it closed. But what a piece. Just want to show it to you. It's been here once before, and I know all of our other collars have been previously sold, and so if you want to dress it up a little bit more, maybe you're into layering and stacking, that's going to be a good way to do it. So just call me. It's a really important piece. And then we've got our big Imperial topaz we can show you. This is fun to see because a lot of times an Imperial is going to match the yellow gold. This one you can see has a lot more of those pinky elements that give it a little more wow factor, where it actually is giving you a pinky golden, much like what a Padparacha would do in a sapphire. But of course, the rarest and most exotic of the colors of Imperial, naturally, of course, have those really stunning pink tones. It's not just yellow, it's not just orange. It's got a pinky golden combo together. That's what this is. That's what you have here in your pear shape, and it looks divine. Now, it's also a bigger stone. It's 1130432. That would be our 18 karat gold again. So we're back to the 18 karat, maybe not 1.5 ounces in this ring, but it does have a wide band. And you see it cinches in towards that pear-shaped center. It's a 157 with 24 points in diamonds. I know we're all saving up our pennies for the big top of the hour. 5 of you will be able to take advantage of those. It's a more or less show and tell. I'll be more of a museum curator tonight than a shopping show host. But I will tell you right now, it is one of the most elite stones in the world and really tough to find offered anywhere else in jewelry. So we're very excited to be able to bring you 5 pieces. I'll take 5 rather than none. So we're going to get to those coming up in about 27 minutes. But here we are with the Imperial. Gotta go. It's our 157 with 24 points. The diamonds you see, they did that little alternating effect. So they're not exactly all lined up to be exactly the same. They flip. So it does this great, mirror image type of thing here where they're reversed. So it's really beautiful. Those little designer details we love. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It's going, wow, that is heavy. This is, you can tell this is like an old era piece, meaning it was made some time ago, because even though we don't have old jewelry, estate jewelry, used jewelry, we like things brand new and pristine. You can tell when something was made a while back because its weight in the gold, it's very hefty. 18 karat gold's always more dense, we know that, but you've got also a lot of it in this band. You can see that from the side, not just from the front with it being wider, but it really has that great profile as well. Let's blow it out. It's 18 karat gold. We're going to get rid of $12,999 for you. That's a little much for our one source Imperial. Yes. I did. It was $14.99. It's the one with the pink sapphires. Do you want me to present it again? Oh, okay, great. Thank you so much. Who got that? You got it, Teresa. It was $72.19 if you need the number, and it was $14.99 in yellow gold. All right, so our big trillion cut with the trillions with the trillions is gone. And now we're talking about pear-shaped Imperial, one source, of course, in Brazil. There is the Ouro Preto mine, which, according to my sources, which is the source. I love that when I went from talking to sources as a journalist to talking to literal sources like the source of the mine. In this case, of course, it's a natural gem. It comes from a mine in the ground in Ouro Preto, Brazil, but the miner himself is a dear friend. And yet this is one of those from, you know, again, there's not a lot of talk about the stone because most people don't know it, don't sell it, don't offer it, don't have it, don't even talk about it. Because like I said, why would you talk about things that you don't have? And the gem world at large doesn't really showcase much of the Imperial topaz. However, again, it's good to know that there's really been no active production in mining for a while. It's been a long, long time since there was any real yield from this mine. And again, one source in the world. And another note, it's always, always, always all natural. There is no heating, there is no treating to this stone ever. Okay, so it's really, really rare. So any colors you do see, especially when they become more saturated or more bitonal like this, where you've got the pinks and the goldens together, that is exceedingly rare. And it's already a rare stone. Even its lowest quality, lowest form, which is those light yellows out there, it's an extremely rare stone. So do keep that in mind. And again, there's only so much of it in the world. Being that one source stone, I think we all think of Tanzanite. When we hear one source stone, we think of Tanzania as being, okay, the well-known of the one source stones. This is a lesser known because it is more rare. And there's not nearly going to be as much mining. This mine will not sustain as long as what we expect Tanzanite to do. And Tanzanite probably only has a few years left. So let's blow it out. It's under $3,000, and that means $10,000 off, but better. Instead, 29, we're going even lower and lower and lower and drop it down to $2,699 on the 18 karat gold. And thank you on that necklace. Don't forget to call us on any of the other pieces you might be still thinking about from earlier. All these one-of-a-kinds we've had. Paraíba coming up later in a blue-green. Big diamond values, earring blowout, which I'm going to do next. And then we even have a sapphire blowout, including one of the more beautiful bow-shaped designs that we do that I know every single time I bring out the bow design. It's been many years since I've had it. It is very popular. So we'll get ready for that. But let's do some earring specials. And actually, the first one is going to look familiar because the first one's going to look really, really a lot like the pendant we saw in the color change fiend. So let's get you, this is a little blowout. So I would be ready if I were you when you see something you like off this wheel. And they are one-of-a-kind pairs of earrings we're about to showcase here. So please do the proper thing here. And when you see something you like, and I know I'm just, oh my goodness, come on now. Come on now. Gymnastics going on. Okay, fine. This is like the trials for the, the big games. Here we go. That's the Smithsonite. Let's show you also the huge blue zircons. These are all some of our more important earrings. They've been here before, every one of them. Don't have, again, a ton of brand new. We've shown you most of that brand new already. But again, there are big discounts on pieces that have just maybe had a little bit higher price tag prior, and now they just need a little drop in the price, or maybe they need a big drop in the price. And that's what I'm here to do, because we can't just let everything stay forever and ever and ever. Got to make sure you get all these values on what you love. Now, this is the last and final, probably the rarest, and that's a big statement because this is the one you've heard of. Blue zircon, maybe a little lesser known. Color change fiends are definitely lesser known among the normal crowd, but this is the pink sapphire, and getting those trillions, and I can't help but think about, that was Teresa who just got the necklace. Look at the earrings, Teresa. Those would actually go quite well if you're okay with mixing and matching your metals, because we have some rose gold and some white gold together in those gorgeous trillion cut pink sapphires. Now, I know these are not inexpensive studs. Studs could be some of the most affordable we bring. Right now, if you're looking for affordable in fine jewelry, you kind of have to look at what we can do in studs. But this is a little more involved. It's not a little basic stud earring. This is really important jewelry that's been here a while. It's got to go. So we decided to put them all together, and they're all about to drop to their lowest price ever. As a matter of fact, like, I can give you this little hint here. The blowout means blowout. And it truly means that, because every single one of these pieces, the earrings themselves, took a lot more money to create by us, you know, we're the manufacturer, than they are going to be priced at today. So it's a very important time to get them if you can. Now there's one pair of each. So yep, the pair you see on the air is going to be the pair you get. We either have the sphenes in the center, which are those beautiful, they would adapt well to that gorgeous pendant we just showed. And then of course you have the really special pink sapphires, which are trillions. And then you have, did you notice the diamonds around them, by the way? We'll touch on those. There's a reason there's rose gold there, and that's because you got some pink diamonds as well. But then the huge blue zircons, all much bigger style earrings. These are not little tiny studs. They're more of that button style we love, so no one's going to miss those on your ear. But it is going to be one heck of a price tag. So come on in and please dial early. It's and let me just walk you through what these carat weights are, because we do have here the pink sapphires, exceedingly rare. Why? Because they're bright neon hot pinks. There's a carat 65 in matching trillions. Then there's 14 points in pink diamonds and another 27 in the white. And they stay in two-tone gold, rose, and white, mostly white. Then we go to the sphenes in the middle. The sphenes are 321 in the ashers. And yet those are huge individually, carat and a half. That's why they match so well with the pendant. Remember, the pendant was about a carat and a half, and now we've got basically that per, and yet you've got the halo around them, 321, 22 points in diamonds. Last but not least, blue zircons. Bright and turquoisey, electric blues, and those are huge. Those are actually 18 karat gold as well, so you're getting an upgrade in the gold. And 624 of your blue zircons, 23 points in baguettes, 30 points in round brilliance, a grand total of 53 points in diamonds. In that halo, they're like looking at the brightest electric blue you've ever seen. Gems usually don't give that level of electric bright blue. So now the question becomes, which one would you like? They're all one only in the pair of earrings, so this is going to be one simple, easy deal. Just need your calls here. Remember, it's 14 karat gold on the pink sapphires, the sphenes, not the zircons. The zircons are that upgrade to 18 karat. We have a blowout going on. It's a Wednesday night. We are in our last couple of days of April. We are doing a big premiere coming up. It's just going to be like a show and tell kind of premiere, but it's a premiere nonetheless, and it's something that I want you to stick around. You will learn something, I think, about these great stones. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful mountings. They're some of the most artistic mountings we've ever put together in our career as far as a network. So here we are looking at earrings first and a blowout. You remember when they were $69, $69, and $79.99. You can guess as to which one was which, except that they're all going to take that lowest common denominator price of $69.99 and go much lower than that. So if you would like one, please dial early. It's important to do so, otherwise you're going to miss out. And I don't want that to happen. That's not going to be fun, because you know this price tag, it's a blowout, so it's going to be good. Not good, but the best it's ever been, and yet these are a bigger style, so it's tougher to get in the world of jewelry to get those big stones matched up to perfection, and yet a better price tag than even half of where we're at. They're not $3,500. Which one, Jason, are you thinking about already, and do you need to see them on? Okay, so this is where, again, yes, we're already verifying on the pink sapphires at $3,500. That half off price has come on down. This is amazing. We're going to show them to you on, let me give you a look at 112-9440, the carat 65 trillions. So they're about 80 plus points each. They got the pink and the white diamonds in the rose and the white gold. Here's what they measure, because again, these are all bigger earrings. You see how they compare to each other? They're all bigger earrings than what we typically see in a stud. That's definitely not what I would call these. They're much larger than that. You can see here they're a half an inch in the case of the pink sapphires, and they have that centered post and a butterfly backing. So a carat 65. I'll pop one on the ear for you as best I can here so you can see what they'll look like. Here they are from a distance away, so you can see that size come to life there, but you see in a perfect center post, so that's going to make it really easy to obviously point in whichever direction you like. But let's go ahead and go back on to the up close here, and we're going to make it a lot better than $35 or $3,000 or $29.99. Big old value here. Let me know, do you want the color change sphenes, the blue zircons, or the pink sapphires? All up to you, but again, one pair and one pair alone of each, and they're better than 29 or 28 or 27. These are some of the biggest and best earrings we have here. That's why the blowout was necessary. They're beautiful earrings, but not everybody's spending $7,000 on a pair of earrings these days. We are making sure that it is the most economical it can be and the most incredible value on some of the rarest stones out there, and to match them up. That's always a big key here, is that it's one thing to get one rare stone. Different deal when you're asking to have them matched and matched to perfection as these are, and being still top quality, and yet not 27 or 26 or 25. What if we take them to $24.99 a pair? Guess what is going to need to go lower, because I only got one caller on the line. We're looking for at least 3 of you, or one earring collector that says, I'll take all 3 at that price, because, you know, I'm putting the math together, and all 3, it's like you've heard of buy one, get one. We've all heard of BOGOs. We've heard of buy one, get one free. We've heard of those scenarios. Usually it's with something kind of basic and bland you'd buy, like as a, something very, necessary. Jewelry, fine jewelry as a buy one, get one. How about a buy one, get 2 free? Because that's essentially where these are going. I'm going to take them a lot lower than $24.99. You simply have to choose which one's your favorite. And I know that's not the easiest decision in the world to make, but it is one of those where, again, if you can't decide, hopefully this price tag makes it easy to take as many as you need, because they're not even 24 or 23 or 22 or 21 or $2,000. I am truly, we're putting, the blowout is really what this is all about. That's all we can do, is just when prices come down too low, you know it, you recognize it, you see it, and it's not going to last. We understand that as a collective group of jewelry lovers and collectors is what you are. If you like this wheel, we're blowing them out for $1,999. There, it'll be done. $19.99, any one of them you wish to own at that price tag. Unheard of value. And pink sapphires, item number 1129,440 are the pink sapphires here in those trillions, pink and white diamonds as well. Then we've got, of course, our beautiful zircons. And let me move these a little bit so you can separate them, see a little bit better what we got in those bright neon turquoisey blues. They're like looking at the best blue diamonds, except we don't have big blue diamonds. We've had only a couple blue diamonds ever, and they're on the smaller side. I got a wait list of gals that say, you better let me know if you ever get a blue diamond again. And you know what? I haven't been emailing them in a while because we don't have them anymore. So that's really what's so crucial, is to get in. And remember those zircons, that's where you get the huge diamond weight in the 18 karat gold and the huge gem weight. The zircons are 18 karat white gold, and that's giving you 624 in the stones, but then the diamonds around them. And then the sphenes are really rare. And of course we love them as earrings, but I do want to remind you, we also had that pendant that would match the sphene earrings really well. So consider getting that pendant, because for under $3,500 you would have the whole set. And that's a really good way to go when it's an exotic stone that doesn't get down affordable very often. So that's that on our earring blowout. Let me know which one you like. And then we've got some other new earrings for you, 15 minutes away till we get to do a little storytelling, a little show and tell, and bring the museum to you. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. Also have some other big earrings. We've got as large as 7 karat tanzanites times 2. I do have some other earrings. This will be a little different price, but they got 14 karats of blue wing block Ds. I have some large diaspora drop earrings as well. If you have a request, I'd love to know what they are, because we've got a little, it's not going to take long to get through our What's New Wednesday event tonight. So again, we'd love to know what your requests are as well. Take a look at this. This is an earring if you're going, well, I really like drops. Okay, I got you covered on that front too. We've got some gorgeous drop earrings in color change diaspora as well, and they're rounds. So just giving an idea from length away of what they look like, but they'll be 112-9730, and we're going to bring them up close as well, and that's where they'll sit a little bit better. They'll actually sit better in the ear because they're not used to sitting. This is not where you're going to wear them. I don't think you're going to put them on display for all your friends in tweezers, but I think what you're going to do is really like this value. We have one pair. It's another discount on earrings, this time though in drops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a great look at them up close as well, so you can see the natural beauty of these rounds. It's 9730 is the number. We'll probably have to give them a little bit of help here. I will be their assistant and we'll show them to you as best we can, but that is a striking stone. And that has the greens, the goldens, the champagnes, and of course the pinks, which are indicative of what it's going to change to, a pinky purple. So that's option, that's earring one. That one's going to lean a little, so again, forgive me, but let me just show you the other one and then pop one on for you. It's an incredible value on a gigantic 8 karats 19. All told, that's actually 4 karats plus in each, of course. And then look at that fiery round Portuguese cutting. 72 points in diamonds, and wait till you see these on. The way they drop, the way they look, they are absolutely incredible. They go with just about everything. They are that mix of neutrals, which I can't get enough of. Here's the length they're going to give you. It is a lever back stop, basically a lever back style in the back. And we'll show you the length here. This would be lengthwise about 1.25 inches. And then you have, here we go, this one flips on open. Okay, these have never been open before. So there you go, a little resistant hinge there, and it was resistant to me. It's saying, no, 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 this is the way it looks. And then of course it just snaps right back, but then it never touches the post. That's always valuable. It's super secure, because again, you got to really make a concerted effort here to open those up. And you can see how you can do all the way or halfway, whatever you need, and then pop them right back into place, super secure style. Now, I know that one's leaning a little bit. Wait till you see the beauty. I just want to make sure you see them on at their 1.25 inch length that they're going to give, but that's really important to see how they look on from a distance, because I think that's everything, and to see how well they work as far as the way that they're set up, because that's also important. Is, okay, are they going to be balanced in the ear? Is the engineering done the right way so that you can take a larger stone like a 4 karat and have it sitting out to the world, so it doesn't do any of the spinning around where you're seeing the back of it. You've got that beautiful look and that dance of color, and again, even with a little sad piercing, they're still just looking amazing, aren't they? And there's just nothing you could, nothing that you couldn't wear them with because of their almost like holographic styles. The neutrals and the pinks, it's got warmer and cooler tones together, which even in stones with more than one color usually doesn't happen. Let's go back up to the close-up. What I'm going to do is bring them up to your eye level. Yes. Okay, also the Sphene studs. It leaves us with no way. The blue zircons, last ones left. Wow, who knew? So the Sphene studs are gone, and then let me show you here again, upright, what those diaspores. Now, these are going to be an easy deal for sure to go, and then we'll recap the zircon earrings because those are just, I can't even believe they're the ones that are left. So we'll just recap them for you. But this earring in the drop, $17,999 used to be. You may remember that price tag. I know they haven't been on in a while, but that is incredible. Here's the other one just to show you. They are truly matched. Let me give you the look at them side by side here as well. Not going to last, color changing gemstone, really rare, one source as well. We're seeing all these one source rarities today. And then take a look at this. Look at that. Look at the matching there. Perfect, gleaming, glowing, and 100% color change, and they're not even $79.99. Come on in, 4 carats on each. Actually, technically, they're more. And you've got all that diamond weight in a lever back style drop earring. They're not $79.99. This is where rarity and value really harmonize. It truly is rare to get. You don't expect to spend less to get the more rare like these are. This is it, and then I'll show them to you from a distance away as well, so you can see how they drape, how they look, how they, the size and presence that they have as well. And that is not $79, $69, $59, $49. I can't get over what we're doing. So our biggest and best earrings are on full display here, and they've been in a vault for a while. Time to just make sure they get their homes. That's all we're doing tonight. And yet this is not even $39.99 a pair. Well, isn't that remarkable? You're not even spending $4,000. Here's the other, side by side. Look at that. The gleam on those stones, and please dial early. If you're not dialing, there's no way to get them. We're going to do better than $3,999 even. This is just, I mean, why not? We did the blowout on the studs. I don't see why we can't do it on a drop earring, but we are amping up the exotic rarity here, no question about it. Let's blow them out for $2,999. Yep, and that is one of those where I know what you're thinking, because this is how I do the math. I'm bringing it down as $1,500 per earring. I know we can't do a 4-carat round Portuguese cut diaspora for $1,500, but in an earring, it's different than a ring. A ring is fairly simple to make in relation to an earring. Earrings got the, especially a drop earring, it's got the moving parts and the hinges, and you got to have the 2 stones matching. So it makes it really wild to think under $3,000 for that drop, and then we're going to review on our blue zircon earrings as well, get those at home, but let's take them up close again. They're just too beautiful and rare, and I know we don't always see the Portuguese cut rounds, and certainly not in that size. So to see them the way they are here is really magnificent. They are $29.99. Can't say enough good things, except obviously just one pair, and when they're gone, they're gone. So we'll see who's got them. That's not going to be, don't say, no, I think those will stick around. I can tell you right now, just as just a purveyor of fine jewelry values every single day, that there's no way those stick around. They're not going to stay here. They can't, they won't, they don't, and yet that value, if they were $17,999, sure, leave them here. But when they're under $3,000 for the most lavish diaspora earrings we have, you go for it. And then I'm going to recap the blue zircons because they got to go too, because I think maybe it looks very possible that Jason's going to take those, and that is wild. Aren't they something? Look at that, twinkling. They really are. Portuguese cut is magnificent. Here are the blue zircons yet again. Got to show those. And what a beautiful day to celebrate these bright blues of an incredible 18-karat gold earring. Maybe we just put up the graphics. 1006 is the number, 113-1006 on the blue zircons. I know they're a little large. They don't like to sit here by themselves, but this is also, and wait till you see these on, north-south design. Typically, the post is at one end of the earring, so they're meant to sit north to south in the air. The diasporas are still here at the moment. Wow, okay. And then here we go with what was, remember, the 18-karat gold and the 624 in the stones, 3 carats plus each, and the diamond weight at 53 points, baguettes and rounds together. So I added it up for you there. You got over a 1/2 carat in diamonds in the halo, so it is a more substantial halo. and we are bringing them down to price tag. This was part of the blowout wheel that we had. And we are going to bring them down for $19.99 for the first caller, and those diaspora drops are still here if you'd like to go ahead and get those as well. So we can check for you and see if we have any andalusite. Andy, I know we sold out of the earrings we had. Do we have any more? Just the big, big, big one. I know we have a huge one that's like, if you're in the mood for about $100,000 andalusite, I have one. It's a ring. And it's quite, I don't remember the carat weight off the top of my head, but it's very significant. And so we do have an andalusite that's quite large, but it is also pricey. So that would be the only one we have. All right, $19.99, but that's not the, it's a good guess too. It's not the top of the hour special that we have. It's not our What's New Wednesday debut today. We've had andalusite many times before. All right, so $19.99 on those, and then the $29.99 on the diaspora drops. Those are our earrings. We're not going anywhere in the next 6 minutes until those go. They are, without any kind of question, the biggest values we have at earrings, no doubt. And we still have the big tanzanites to show you. We can show you the really large oversized studs we have in tanzanite, but it's really all about these zircon earrings. And actually, let me just make sure we see them on. We knew they were the largest of what we had up there originally. The pink sapphires are gone and the sphenes are gone, but this was the largest size to begin with. Of the 3 button style earrings, that's the look from a distance. You can see the post is towards the top, but it's not at the very tippy top either behind the halo. So you've still got piercing coverage and you've still got some stabilization to the way those are set. They're a little over a ½ inch. Okay, I wouldn't say quite 5/8, but right there. At a little over a half, I'll try one on for you as well. And they do have a nice big butterfly backing. So this is what they look like from a distance away. How gorgeous are those? And some of the brightest neon blues you can ever get out of a gemstone. It's like turquoise come to life. So a really amazing double refractive stone as zircons are. They're so special, and they're $19.90. I still can't get over that. And again, if you wanted to break it apart and put 2 rings together, well, that'd be, guys, do you think that I'm going to bring you a 3-carat blue zircon in 18-karat gold for $1,000? I'm just cutting everything in half here, thinking about a 3-carat plus oval with diamond weighted about 25 points in 18-karat gold would not be $1,000. That's what each earring is coming down to here. So just a wild moment. I think that value really speaks for itself, especially if that would be the rarest of what you would want to find in the zircon collection. I think, you know, certainly rings are a little bit easier for us to create than earrings matched up. So it is one of those where maybe you don't even have the ring yet to match, but we'll have plenty of those for you. And this is a good time to start with the really tricky part, which is, you know, getting an earring in a big size like this, but really it's the price tag. I can bring you bigger sizes. It's just most of us are not looking to spend $8,000 or $10,000 on an earring. So nice to be able to bring you one for under $2,000 instead. All right, so they're here. And then the diaspora rounds are $29.99. I'm having a real struggle here computing how this is even possible for that value. $29.99 for the drops, and then $19.99 for the studs, which are not really studs. They're a larger button style, but there are the diasporas doing their little drive-by. And then, again, the sphenes are gone, and the pendant, I think, is still here as far as that color change sphene. If you want to consider the $14.99 pendant, I think it would be really wise to try and get that, especially if you want it to match the earrings. I think that'd be a fabulous combo. They all matched in their gold color too. So that'd be something to consider. And we are now only 3 minutes away from our big top of the hour. And don't forget, we have the heart-shaped purple Paraíba and the butterfly necklace and the Imperial topaz and the Imperial, the Imperial topaz, the Aquamarine, and the blue sapphire in our rings. But once again, it's been necklaces and pendants and earrings that have been the popular ones tonight. Here's the aqua. So they're, again, almost as blue as the zircons, which is really unusual to say. We also have some very important, I just want to give you a little preview. Remember I told you there's a round moonstone? That's it. I don't think that there is a prettier grand finale. I think if you were going to save the best for last in our rainbow moonstones that are faceted, that's probably obvious why that one was waiting in the wings here. And between the round and the colors that brings, but then the bridge where the diamonds are reflecting through the stone, let me tell you something. That's going to be right after my premiere. So if you can hang on, 5 of you are able to shop the premiere, which is coming up in 2 minutes. That moonstone is going to be directly after the premiere, which the premiere will not take long because I only have 5 pieces. So the Moonstone will be coming up, and please, please, oh please stick around for that. You gotta see what I'm gonna do there on that Moonstone. I was so proud of that stone, and I've been waiting for the day to show it to you. That day has finally arrived tonight, so I'm looking forward to it. But $19.99 on the blue zircons and $29.99 on the Diasport drops, and then we can still show you. I do have a larger sphere as mentioned. This would also go nicely with the earrings that are already spoken for. Here's the fancy cut. It's a pair, but it's got a little extra fancy facet pattern. So just a little FYI on the sphenes. Are we all ready for our big premiere? What's New Wednesday is here. Every Wednesday, all through spring and probably summer, all through these coming months, we're going to be having an incredible debut every single Wednesday night. Every single one. Thank you, Kirsten. I just saw you got those. Fantastic. Thank you very much. All right. So we've got a minute left officially till we get to the top of the hour. I'll wait because I know everyone wants to tune in and be ready to go on our big premiere. 5 pieces only. And what a moment it's going to be for something that is so rare. I've never been able to show it, never been able to talk about it on TV before. I'm very excited. We have 5 pieces for you. And it is something extremely special. But $19.99 on those zircon earrings. Those zircon earrings might actually look pretty nice with our big premiere, I must say. So we are about 20 seconds away and looking forward to it. Oh, I hope I'm not the only one looking forward to this. Wait till you see what we have put together for you guys. All right, so we're on our way to talk top of the hour. Let me move those aside. Blue zircons are here if you'd like them, and welcome on in, everybody. Happy, happy, happy Wednesday. So glad you're with me. My name is Lauren Blair. It's good to be with you guys. This is TVON. I'm your host here. We got 2 hours left of our What's New Wednesday, but really it all culminates right now in what is so exciting about this show every Wednesday, and it's a weekly event. It is an exciting event where you can tune in every Wednesday night, and even if you're just a window shopper or a collector or you're a gem junkie like I am, you get to learn a little bit about something you probably have not seen before. And it's right here. Ooh, what's that? That is my largest example that we're going to be starting with. So now take your guesses as to what this might be, because I gave you the hint at the top of the show. This is a literal museum piece. And I mean that in so many different ways because the history of this stone is really interesting. Obviously, we love to get into the technicalities and all the gem composition and what makes it rare and where it's found and where it's from. I'm going to tell you a little bit about all that. The technicalities, I think, are really cool if you're into the science aspect. But there's a really great human nature part of the stone as well, and it is rare. Make no mistake, if we've never seen it here before, it's obviously rare. Never been able to show it, never put it in jewelry before. This is our prime example. This is our museum piece. It's our 21 karat 35 example that is our largest. So you're invited to dial in because there are only 5 of them. And as we are in the final What's New Wednesday of April, I want to welcome you in and let you know a little bit about this stone, which is from the Congo. It's got several sources, including one right here in New Mexico, but it's actually in this particular collection because we wanted to give you a finer grade. It's actually a stone that's out of the Congo, which has produced some of our really special tourmalines that we love here, but it is valuable to say the least. We have put them in incredible mountings that are really, I would say this stone is really deserving of an incredible mounting. So you are going to see some larger mountings. For example, the one I'm wearing has 3.5 carats in diamonds. And that is not something we see all that often, is 3.5 carats in diamonds. I have necklaces and bracelets that don't have 3.5 carats in diamonds. So that's pretty exciting and pretty luxe as it is. But let's talk about this stone. This stone is actually named after a gentleman who was a researcher and one of the preeminent figures in mineralogy and chemistry back in the 1700s. And his name was James Smithson. And James he's British, and he's a gentleman who was a scientist and an explorer and really took over a lot of the mineralogy and was well known for being an expert in this field. And interestingly enough, he had never, ever, this is again a British man, he had never stepped foot in the United States of America. Of course, probably understandable why back then in that era. It wasn't like, yeah, he was traveling, oh my goodness, the U.S. was really brand new back then. And when you think about it, it's interesting because he, of course, is, as an explorer, as many gemstones are named after well-known mineralogists or gemologists. You think of Coons and George Frederick Coons, Morganite and J.P. Morgan, who was a great investor in the world of gemology. This is a gentleman who was a scientist and a chemist who actually really explored, and this stone was named after him because this is called Smithsonite. And Smithsonite is actually the stone that already you're probably putting the pieces together thinking that sounds familiar, But how interesting must be pure coincidence that we know of a place that houses some of the most exotic and rare stones in the world, called the Smithsonian Institute. Well, let me explain how a British man who's never stepped foot in the US of A is the gentleman behind the Smithsonian Institute. And therefore, this stone really is not only the namesake of this incredible chemist and mineralogist, but also it is the namesake stone of the Smithsonian Institute. Let me show you an illustration here. It's a photograph of an actual rough specimen. This is about the size of a football, okay? So just to imagine the scale. I'm gonna show you now, this is actually on display in the Smithsonian currently in the gem exhibit. Now, not everything goes on display. Some are actually held in areas that are private. And so this one, again, is one of those big specimens. So again, to put it in perspective, that's about the size of a football, and that's its rough material. Now, Smithsonite itself comes in, it's a really cool mineral, and we're talking about a carbonate, and this is really a zinc carbonate that actually has trace elements of copper in the case of the blues. These blue stones that really are the color of turquoise, have you noticed? It's like a rare version of turquoise in that it does have copper elements, which is what gives it the blue. There are also versions that are also green and yellow and then gray and white, which are not as cute, and pink as well. But the really sought after, the super desired, they are this fabulous blue-green, and it's translucent. I was noticing that my 5 stones, because I do have only 5 stones, they were actually in person giving me a little cat's eye effect because they are so translucent. So there was a little bit of a glow happening internally from these stones as I was playing with them and moving them a bit. So this is actually a gentleman who, great story, when he's over in Britain doing all of his studies and his research, this stone was named after him, as Smithson being his last name. They named it Smithsonite. But he's a gentleman who had no heirs. He was actually linked in a very, I would say, in a roundabout way to royalty in Great Britain. And yet he is somebody who had no heirs, meaning no sons, no daughters. And he had a nephew. And so he always, as a person who collected a lot of mineral specimens and some of the rarest in the world and had done incredible amounts of research, he was actually somebody who said, bequeathed all of his collection to his nephew. And if his nephew never had any heirs himself, no sons, no daughters, all of his material, his entire collection, was to go to the US. And there are some debating theories. There are there are some debates over why that was. He, again, had never been to the U.S. He was, again, I think intrigued. The thought process is he was intrigued by the idea of this independent, democratic nation, and decided that he wanted to really try to infuse as much knowledge of gems and mineralogy across the world as possible. So he was said that if his nephew had no heirs, which he did not, and when he passed, all of his collection, which we're talking about at the time, was about $500,000. Can you imagine? At this time, it's 1846. So his nephew passes, no heirs. So sure enough, all of his collection went to the U.S. Now, it took many years for the U.S. to figure out what to do with all of that, with all the wealth, with all of the money, and with all the specimens, the gem material, and all of that. So it took them a while to figure that out, but sure enough, that is how the Smithsonian Institute, as we know it today, was founded. It is James Smithson and his collection that really prompted this major institution that we now know of as, 21 different institutions and museums and research labs, et cetera, that resides right here in the U.S. So this is really a stone that is, why I say literally museum worthy, because it is the gentleman who is so well known and again has been sharing now, think of how many now generations that has been, that the Smithsonian Institute has been a destination for really learning and research and has produced some of the greatest minds across many, many different types of industries. So it's really exciting. So this is Smithsonite, which is a little softer stone, as most collectible stones are. So it's between a 4 and a 5. So you do want to just use caution when you wear it. That's the only thing. Probably don't do your gardening and don't do your boxing class when you're wearing your piece of jewelry. Wear it for, again, collectability. Wear it for a great evening out. Wear it for your special occasions. But this is really an incredible stone. So rare as rare can be. Again, this is the prime color. This is the ultimate. This is the high end. That's why that rough material is on display at the Smithsonian. That is really essentially what this material looks like in nature, and then of course gives a cabochon cut. These are almost always cabochon cut or left in their rough state like you saw in that mineral specimen that we'll show you again. So we have 5 stones, all cabochons, ranging from 21 carats on down. I'm going to start with the highest of the carat weights and we'll work our way in descending order for you. But again, take a look at the rough and then we'll show you what this looks like when it's actually cabochon cut for you. So you can start to appreciate, and this is again our largest, and it's quite something. I can honestly say we've never had a mounting quite like this either. And this is what it looks like. So come on in, we have 5 stones and we're going to go from our highest to lowest as far as the carat weight so we can get you acquainted with it. But it is something extremely special and it is a great honor to be able to show it to you and share it with you tonight. Look at that. Congolese Smithsonite 1130,652 is the 21 carat 35 in 18 karat gold. And although I know you're seeing already a lot of diamond weight, there's more, a lot more. We have one of the highest, I would say it's the highest end mounting we've ever done. Am I forgetting something? What do you guys think? You watch the show all the time. Have you ever seen anything made quite like this? And there's still more. 3 rows in bigger diamonds, finished on the inside, forgive the little residue from the tag, but this is your beautiful detail in the profile of the ring. That's going to be on either side of your mounting. So you see that basket work, that gallery work. There is the most beautiful, soothing, soft blue-green. It's like a turquoise, except instead of being opaque, because this is the higher end of the material, it's translucent. The diamond weight is 3 carats, 42. So it is tremendous to see that kind of diamond weight in anything we do. Plus it's 18 karat gold. I think it does. You hear me say this a lot. Everything is really thoughtfully designed, and there is really a theme to how we make jewelry. These are all custom made by us. So obviously, you know, this isn't just happenstance. These weren't just gathered from some, like, you know, shop somewhere. This isn't like a swap meet and we picked them up. These are private collection stones that have been in the private collection of ownership here that we have decided now to share with you. All 5 of them. This is all of them. This is all of them. Again, anything that doesn't go tonight, that's fine. They will go right back into the private collection. But now they're made into beautiful jewelry that you can wear and enjoy instead of being just a collectible stone sitting in a vault. So this is our 2135. Obviously, it's a larger piece. You saw it from across the room. 3.5 carats in VS diamonds that include the baguettes and the rounds. 18 karat solid gold. So very, very important mounting. We're going to work our way down. So the hope is to get anybody who has the desire to own something that is truly Smithsonian level worthy. And again, I just want to point out, theirs is a rough specimen. There's a difference between a piece of rough material, even if it is the size of a football, and what we have here, which is gem quality faceted material with that cabochon that has a little bit of that beautiful translucency. Do you see it? I'm going to move it around a little bit as best I can so that you have, yes, of course it can look similar. There's only so many colors in this world. So yes, as I mentioned, it looks a little bit like a turquoise color, but it's not exactly a turquoise. It's nothing to do with it as far as the way it's made chemically in nature. This is also, look at that, all rare, all natural. Look at that. Do you see the little bit of subtle glow, the translucency, the glow? It is so impressive. It's a 2135. We've got smaller stones. My next one is a round, but we're going to work our way down as promised. We have 1 of everything, of course, and 5 in total. And this one, if you'd like it, come on in on the phone lines. Really, really rare, extremely special. Think about how you could actually, again, these are collector stones. I know that we sell jewelry, and a lot of the pieces we do are just great for everyday wear. We do a lot of diamonds. These are really those collectibles that are truly museum worthy. So if you pride yourself in not only having beautiful jewelry to wear, but also really important pieces to own that have incredible value now, but also as the years wear on, this is the way to do it. So that one's going to be, we could ask the world. I mean, you could put it on display in a museum and have it be priceless. Museums, again, don't have price tags. You don't shop a museum. You shop the gift shop with replicas after you leave. It really is very different than what you see available to the world of gems and the world of jewelry. But if you would like, we really strive and pride ourselves to make new collectors every day, to give you pieces you've never had the opportunity to own before. Here it is on the hand. We could ask $49,999 and be giving a wonderful value. There again is that side profile. You'll see it better when it's on the hand here to note all the incredible diamonds you have. Look at that, knuckle to knuckle practically on me. Here's that inside profile, that gallery, and we won't do $40,000 or $30,000 or $20,000. I would put this out here. The rarity is the Smithsonite. The rarity is that center 21 karat 35, our largest. But where I'm thinking of taking this below 29 and 25, I'm thinking that this actually might be the greatest value, just because I know you can't compare it to Smithsonite. You've not seen it. So at least not here. Maybe you've seen it somewhere else, but if you have, it was probably the Smithsonian. So therefore, there was not a price tag. It wasn't for sale. So if you had to put if we don't have a value, because obviously I can't give you a retail price on it, it's not in retail. I can't give you a museum price because there are no prices in museums. So if nothing else, can I make this a value where it's obvious in the way of, let's make it the price tag less than the mounting would be on its own? Because with all that 18 karat gold and 3.5 carats of the top VS diamonds in the world, I think we can make sure that that's a value and then find its way out to you, where essentially the Congolese Smithsonite is on us. Think of it as on loan from us to you, except it's not on loan, you own it. You own it forever, you keep it in your private collection, you keep it, you save it, you collect it, you wear it, and you do not have to spend $20,000 for the largest. We are already under $1,000 a carat, which there is no way to put a price tag on this material given the rarity. So we're already, the fact we're making this under $20,000 at $19,999, pretty remarkable as that is, but it's going even lower. It is stunning. If you love Paraibas, if you love turquoise, if you love aquas but wish they had a little more actual aqua color, like an aqua seafoam type of color, here's where you go. Here's what you would love to have. And you know what? Not even $15,000. Let's go ahead and blow them out. Every single one of them needs a great home. We'll work our way down, and we're doing better than 15, 14, 13, 12. What would you pay for the 3.5 carats in diamonds in that 18 karat gold mounting? That's something to think about. But we're going even lower than 12 or 11 or 10. I'm going to ask for $99.99 on that one, and it will be done. $99.99 for the largest Smithsonite we have. The largest one here, full stop. Then we've got the next one, still large, 18 carats. I got an 18, a 17, a 9, and an 8. That's what I have. They're all going to be larger. We're going to bring them all to you, and that's our first one. Now, let's go to the round, because this is the one and only in the round. Now, here's the next size. This is not going to be much smaller. Oh, look at that. The baguettes are acting as mirrors, and actually they look like Paraiba baguettes on the side because they're picking up the color of that round. That round is item number 1130651. It's also 18 karat gold. This will be our second to last 18 karat gold option. It has the 18 karat 40 on the center stone, the round, so it makes it a little more ease of wear here with the round, balancing that larger carat weight in the round. See that glow? There's a translucency again to all the stones we have here tonight, and that is also 18 karat gold with a 59 points of your fancy cuts. They're slightly trapezoid, actually, so they're not just straight up and down baguettes. They're actually a little more cinched in, and they kind of taper off, and then you've got the 59 points there, almost 30 points each, and also 29 points in rounds that are on the sides. And this one will be, well, we're going to drop it crazy low here on this one, finished in the back. What a beautiful color this is. I mean, most similar to a Paraiba, but still, are you going to find an 18 karat Paraiba? I know I'm not, and I'm looking for all kinds of Paraibas, but 18, 16, anything of that size, probably not going to be possible in a Paraiba, even, yes, in a cabochon. Let's make this better than even 10,000 or 9,000 or 8,000. Blowout time is here. We've got our brand new collection, only 3 more to go after this one, and that one's going to be $69.99. We're skipping another $2,000, taking it off that price tag and giving it away for you. So that'll be our one and only round. The rest are ovals the rest of the way, and then we can always recap them, show them together till you can find the right one. But that is a great way to go under 7,000. You get the 18 karat gold, the 18 karat stone, the round, which is obviously special. We know the rounds always are. And then, of course, you've got it for $69.99, and there it is. I don't know if you're going to see it. I just picked it up and saw it in real time here, and yet saw that little bit of it's a bit of a cat's eye. There's a almost green sheen. I know you're not seeing it on camera, at least I'm not. It's that green sheen. There's a little glow that rotates almost like a cat's eye would. So that one's $69.99. Then let's show you the last 3 that we have. And just again, a really big, big night to see something unique and special and totally museum. The next size down is a 17 karat 40. Here's the, wow, this one is huge, isn't it? Let me see, I've got a fingerprint on that one, it looks like. 1130654 is the item number here, and that would be our large oval. That's a 17, looks even larger than the round. 1740 is the size, 14 karat gold, 22 points in the diamonds around it. And that would be a little more simple diamond weight as far as the 4 rows of pave on each side, and then tapering down, giving that little graduated look. Isn't this fun to see something new? I mean, again, I like to play museum curator for a day. It's always a lot of fun to do so and give you something really unique. But again, they're going to get more affordable here as we go on down to get you these really big values that we love. And again, recommendation is to try one if you can, to get these great rare stones while they're here. There's a one-time deal. It doesn't mean we're not going to see these here every day from now on. It just means these are the 5 collectible stones. They're all here in jewelry. We've made them lovingly into these incredible rings, and now sharing that rarity with you all across the country. So very excited to be able to do that. And this one's going to take, we're going to take it a little bit lower, even though that size is pretty similar to what we saw in the round. We're going to go very, very impressive here on this price tag. It's going to go a lot lower. Now look at the difference here. There's the round. So even though that one's a larger carat weight, it doesn't look as large. The oval is a great way. If you couldn't quite do the 18 karat or whatever, the 21 karat, go here to the 1740. I think this one, and we know it's going to be affordable as well, and this has some really bright color. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And this one will be, you know, let's skip that price tag and go even lower. This one's supposed to be $6,500. I mean, there's obviously not much difference here. It was a 1 carat difference from our last. Let's take it down even lower and make it $49.99. Only one there. And that'll be a nice affordable way. I've actually got an 8 carat that's more expensive. So I would take the 1740 if you're looking for more impact, more value, more bang for your buck. That's a great way to go right then and there. So that's a good one at $49.99. And again, those diamonds are still going to go right down the sides in 4 different rows, all pave. But what a great value. Again, there's no putting a price on these stones. There's no way. You can't put a price on them. There's no value out in the retail world. This is the way to get it. Now, our last 2 are as follows. I either have I've got this 8 carat or the 9 carat. So I'll put them together. We have the 8 carat, which is a little bit more because it's got more diamond weight. And then we also have the 9 carat, which is a little more simple to the diamond weight. So let me show you our last 2. And this is going to be your choice of ovals. And we do have the 18 karat gold on the right side. And we'll start with item number 11300650. We'll go with the right side first here. That is the 8 carat. So actually your left side is going to be a 9 carat. So if you're going on carat weight, you're probably going to go with the 9 carat. If you'd like the 8 carat, it's an 8 carat 20 in 18 karat gold with 63 points of fancy cuts. They are on either side, and they are also like a modified half moon. That's going to give you 63 points in the fancy, 50 points in the rounds. So over a carat in diamonds, and this one is only, you know what, $54.99 for that oval. And then if you'd like to go over here to the 9 carat, which is giving you fewer diamonds, we can do that one for our most affordable price of the entire Smithsonite collection. And then we'll show you all of them. This one does have a great finishing on the inside in a dome style mounting. And we'll do that one for, actually, you know what? Let's skip 49 and go $39.99 on this one. Make it very affordable there for you. So we have $54.99 or only $39.99, which is the most affordable of all, and that is the 9 carat, and that's the 820. If you go with the 925, it's going to have 31 points in diamonds in the white gold only. So that's going to be, you see it there, and that's how it's finished on the interior. So really well done. 50, yes. Okay, so the 9 carat's gone. That was the $39.99 option. That is 11300653. That one's gone. And then we take a look at our 8 carat 20 with the huge diamond weight of a carat 13 there in the diamond weight overall. So 2 fabulous ways to go. Don't forget, I'll show you, we still have the round, the other oval. There's the round, here's the other oval, and then we also have the big 21 carat. So thank you for looking at them. Thank you for being here tonight. Every single Wednesday night, we're going to continue to bring you something new and fabulous, different and bold. And I know this is probably the rarest of everything I'm going to show you because it just, yeah, I've already had red barrels. Yeah, those are great. But I've had vanadium barrels and red barrels, and last week was those incredible fluorescing sodalites. Now we're getting into the Smithsonites, and only we can bring something like that to you. So very proud. And you see it's even got this mirror-like luster. It's actually a very pretty pearly luster to it. You can see because it's actually reflecting. You see that? Oh, wait a minute. It's reflecting. This one is reflecting into that one. You see actually the diamonds are, if it looks like, wait a minute, I'm seeing little, what is that? Like a little bit of, you see on the sides here, it's like a little bit of brilliance happening along the side edges. That is the stone polished to perfection where it's almost acting as a mirror. It's reflecting what's around it, what's in front of it, the diamonds beside it. So again, here's what we have. The round is the only round. As you see, we have the cushion, the ovals, and the round. The round, and we'll walk you through these price tags one more time. It's your last look at them, likely ever. I don't know where else you're shopping, but you're not going to find Smithsonite available and on sale. So here is the large elongated oval. That would be, again, your $17.40, $49.99. We have the oval in the front, $54.99 for the 820. We go to the round here on the right side. That's our 1840 round. Great diamonds there, fancy cuts too. And that's 18 karat gold, $69.99. And the one in the back, $99.99 for a 2180 or 2135 in that center cushion cut with 3.5 carats in diamonds. All right, so that was Smithsonite, and glad you got a chance to see it. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's such a soft, soothing color too. I find that color very spa-like. It's very zen-like. I love that color. A lot of us live some very busy, stressful lifestyles, so it's nice to have, I think, gemstones. I've always said that about Paraíba. I discovered it at a time in my life when things were moving at about 3,000 miles an hour all the time. I was working 3 or 4 jobs, all in TV at the time when I started in this business, and it's when I first really got into Paraíbas too because of their color. I felt like I needed a little soothing, like I was working 20-hour days every day, and on the air for I would be on the air on TV for 6 hours in the afternoon doing this kind of thing, and then I would go to an arena or a stadium and work another 5 to 10 hours there. So it was a frenetic time, and I loved that Paraíba was so soothing. And I find that this one is really, maybe even more so with the cabochon cutting that it has, it's really just, there's this luster about it that just glows, and it's just very soothing, beautiful color. So if you love them, give it some thought, no pressure. Listen, management doesn't want me selling any of these. This was my little fun kind of idea to do something new for you every Wednesday and say, let's just share. And if there's a collector out there that wants to take part of our collection off our hands, great. We'll do something nobody else can do. And if not, no biggie. We put the pieces right back in the private collection and they stay. But again, because this is an ownership family that they may not be named Smithson, but they are also suppliers to museums, and they put all their private collection of museums around the world. So it's kind of a kinship felt with these Smithsonites, certainly, in that this is what really essentially this gentleman for which this stone is named is the founder of the entire Smithsonian Institute that we all as Americans know and think of as, I would say, probably the best and most well-known museum in the U.S., I would say. Maybe the Louvre is a little more well-known in Paris, but when you talk about, as far as U.S., I think the Smithsonian and the Natural History Museum as a part of it is really where you see some of the best gems on display, and Smithsonite's one of them in those specimens. So thanks for looking at them, guys. I hope you enjoy them. I'm just going to move them. I just have to be, I'm going to be really careful with these. I hoist them up here for you, but we're going to get to the Moonstone as promised, which I hope you're excited about, because I did tell you, if you can bear with me and listen to me just, get a little bit like gem nerdy on you, we were going to get through the Smithsonites and show this incredible, incredible Moonstone. So this is our fabulous, fabulous round. And we're doing a little diamond finale because we're in the last couple days of April. But I thought that this needed a moment tonight among the finales was a little finale in Moonstone. And I'm going to ask you to take a good look and take a good listen to what I'm about to say, because this stone, and they've all been beautiful. These Moonstones have been very attractive. And we've had a lot of collectors say, this is my new favorite. And I'm so glad you have them. But what we're doing right now is giving you an opportunity unlike any other. As a thank you for bearing with me while I go on and on about Smithsonite, we're going to talk about 1130-727, and we're going to talk about maybe the prettiest Moonstone. I think it is. No offense to any of the others we've had. That's an incredible stone. You have the round, but it also, if it looks a little bit more bold, it's a 154 round that looks like double that. You know what else makes it special? There are diamonds running underneath it. And that, by virtue of those diamonds, reflecting through the Portuguese cut round, you're seeing brilliance beyond the aurora borealis of this amazing rainbow Moonstone faceted material. The diamond weight is 67 points. The stone is amazing. It's a 154 round. Doesn't matter, it looks bigger, it looks like a 3 carat. These are very, they're giving you a much larger look visually. And it's in your choice of gold color. We're gonna leave it all up to you. This is the easier bridge. I call it that because there's a lot of people that shy away from the bridge because they don't want something too oversized or too weighty or too hefty or too heavy. Look at this. You've got diamonds that run all the way through from side to side, all the way underneath. The sides on the outside are going to be solid gold, mirror finished, and then they cradle the halo. We have white, yellow, or rose gold. It's a major ring because you're seeing right there. You see it. You don't have to move it to see the colors. It's all the colors all at once, all the time, every little bit. It never changes. Like you don't need to. You know how color change stones, you need to wait and you need to like somehow magically go to a whole new light environment. It's not the easiest thing in the world to see or to witness. This is a stone that has all the colors all at once every time you look at it. There's no need to do anything special or anything fancy. And yet it's softness of colors. It's not like the glaring bright primary colors of an opal. It's softer, it's more feminine, I think. It's that beautiful softness of like, think rainbow colors with some iridescence to it almost. It is faceted, it's around, and I'm gonna wow you here. We got a ring for $49.99. That's okay. We just saw some pretty expensive pieces here. So let's forget the whole $49.99 deal. And given that it's also a round, which is so special, and I think that no matter how much experience you have with these faceted moonstones, I think the round is worth taking a little double take and really looking at as something maybe you need to own. Even if you have another one, maybe you want to add to the collection because we are just about done with these moonstones. And we have truly saved one of the best for last. And I'm going to put it on the auction block because I want to make sure, did you stick with me here through the Smithsonites? Did we all get a little, are we all fascinated by that? I could have gone on for 3 hours about that Smithsonite. So I'm pretty glad I only spent about 20 minutes on them because I'm telling you, if you are a real gem nerd like I am, take a look at some of the other, just the history of that stone and the great contributions way back when, so many hundreds of years ago, that this gentleman, James Smithson, did for the gem industry. It's amazing. But again, for the U.S., I got to tell you, maybe the most important man in gemology in the U.S., and he wasn't even ever here. So it's kind of amazing to me. But let's make this an amazing opportunity for one of you guys, for everybody, really, because I'm going to put on the auction block, and we're going to see if we can give everyone a chance. And I'm going to make it real naughty here. Only if you're employed by TVON and you care about your job, though, which is only me. So I'm going to make this real interesting. And you're going to have a chance to own what's essentially made like it's 3 rings. It's 3 rings in one. That's how this bridge is built. Diamonds that run all the way underneath. Halo still in the center. Wait till you see this on. It's not going to be $4,000 to open. I need everybody in. And I know we just looked at some really important priceless stones. That's one thing. This is a reward for hanging out with us, taking a listen, taking a look at something new, and now we get to go back to regularly scheduled programming here, but with something that you can wear and enjoy every single day of your life and don't have to spend a lot of money on. Not $4,000, not $3,500, not $3,000. I want to get everybody in. Let's go $2,500 to start. I got to try this on because I know we're all waiting on this gorgeous stone. And you see the diamonds twinkling through the moonstone. This is, yeah, it looks great there, but watch what happens when you actually see directly into that stone. Look at the centerpiece. Look at the face of that stone. Here's what it looks like on. White, yellow, or rose. I'm not saying keep it in white. You don't have to do that. You have to leave it there. You can do whatever you want, but you're getting your wear every day, goes with everything. Everybody's going to stop and grab your hand. What is that? I've never seen anything like that. What is that? How is it changing color right before my eyes? We can do $10 on the increment, Tony. It may not be, it may not be late enough here in our evening to get a lot of competition here, but I want to make the increment small in case there is any competition here. It's a lot of gold, though. It's a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold. Nobody on this one at 25, huh? Jason, did they call looking for something else or this one? What happened? Didn't like the price. Too much money, right? Too much money. What's she thinking? Is that what it was? Did I guess right? Okay, I got it. Okay, usually I can tell. Okay, no problem. Now, it may require them to call back, but I'm going to do better than 25. Now, there's a lot of people out there going, I don't know if you should do that because we know what gold's doing and we know there's like 3 bands in gold and 1, it's a bridge. The bridge is a little more money, which is why we're not seeing them going forward. I don't know how this one got here. Must have been one of those older mountings that we made a couple like 8 months ago, put the stone into it. Either way, I'm going to give you value you can't get anywhere else. And let me tell you, to whoever it was that hung up, you may want to call me back. And if you are still, I'm just checking, it's like my roll call here. We're halfway through the show. We got like less than 90 minutes to go on a Wednesday. I'm giving you what I think is, and I've touched every one of them. I've tried every one of them on. The moonstones are incredible. Don't get me wrong. If you have a moonstone, great, you're all set. If you don't have one yet, or you are a collector and you want to have maybe more than one size, more than one mounting, more than one shape, the rounds are where it's at. The rounds are simply where it's at, because even if you got the heart shapes, the cushion cuts, the asher cuts, the emerald cuts, I've had them all, they are not going to sparkle like this one does. So you get that softness and the shimmering quality of all the colors, the iridescence, but you're also getting a sparkle factor that you don't normally get with this stone, and the diamonds that are showing through it because they're literally set underneath. And it's not going to be $25. Let's go $2,000 to start it off here right now. Nobody's on the phone lines? Hold on. Tony, before we go back to the ring, I'm going to go even lower, and now we're going to get the phone lines absolutely rocking, because I don't know if there would be anybody able to resist this kind of price when there's 3 bands of gold making this ring. A band of gold right now is $2,000. We know where the manufacturer. We don't get it from a guy who got it from a guy who got it from a girl who got it from overseas who got it from someone else. And every time along the way, you're paying for it. We make it here. So nobody knows better on what gold's going for when we make our own jewelry in-house right here on the property, in the premises. And yet you got $6,000 worth of gold there before you start putting the pretty stuff in, which is the diamonds and the moonstone. The labor, the gold, we're going $1,500 to get this started, and there's no way to do the mounting for that price. So now it's gotten real interesting. $1,500, let's get, you know what, 60 seconds. 60 seconds to get it started, and we'll see what we got. I know. I think a lot of people left me. They saw $10,000 Smithsonites and said, I'm out. Oh, the girl, no, I can't do this tonight. We can't do What's New Wednesday anymore. You got to wait and see what I can do here. $1,500 on a moonstone like that. Do you have one person and one bidder potentially interested? Who's that, and where are they calling from? Vicky in Texas says, I like it. I like it. I'm with you, Vicky. This is a tough one. I don't know how you make it better than that. Except for the fact that, I don't know. I'd like to get more than one bidder. Stop the clock, Tony. I'm going to talk to everyone one more time here. So it's 2026. It's April 29th. We got one day left in April. We're almost halfway through this year, and gold is still $5,000 an ounce. And I'm desperately looking for $1,500 to get this thing started. When it's got a round moonstone, probably the best we've seen, and diamonds all the way throughout, and we are sitting here with no open. We're thinking about it. Let's go even lower. And let me put it this way: I can't make any piece of jewelry here tonight in this inventory this price tag, but I so badly want to get you on the phone lines, and you will be rewarded for doing that, because there's only one way to shop, and it's to call. So let's do this. We're not doing 15. We're not doing 14. We're not doing 13. We're not doing 12. This is a pinch yourself moment here, but better yet, skip the pinching and go straight to the phones. Because this is one you want to have, even if you just want to go ahead and resell it the day you get it. You want to resell it and start turning this into a business of your own. Half of our customers do that. And you can see why. And you're here at the right time, because when you tune in for these 3 hours every day, Wednesday through Sunday, you're getting values that are just here live on this show, that are opportunities for you. And sometimes on a Wednesday, listen, most people don't remember we're on, because we've been off for the last, I haven't seen you since Sunday afternoon. That seems like an eternity ago. Somebody just said that earlier. Seems like forever. I know, doesn't it? Let's make it better than $1,200. I can't believe we have one person thinking about it. Maybe this is not the time to be doing this. We're in. We're in. But it's not $1,200 and it's not $1,100. I'm going to go to the cool even $1,000, which I don't have a ring here. And I'm not kidding you guys. I'm in this inventory. I look at 10,000 pieces of jewelry every day. I wish we had $1,000 rings. Those days are over. O-V-E-R. They're over. I don't have a ring for $1,000. Even my little platinum sapphire earlier was $1,300. Butterfly ring with half carat and a butterfly piece with half carat and diamonds. It was more money. This is just attempt. It's my attempt to get you on the phone lines no matter what, because I believe. I'm a believer. The one thing about me, I'm a believer. I've been through the ringer, and I'm going to tell you, I don't stop believing. I do not stop believing. I'm going to preach here on a Wednesday. Is this Sunday or is it Wednesday? Because I'm going to preach. This is a value. $1,000 to open just to get you on the phone lines, because I believe you're out there and you just want me to desperately give away a piece of jewelry, so I'm doing it. Take a look. That's it. That's it. That's all I can do. It's all I can do, you know? It's all I can do. It's all I can do is just give away jewelry. That's why I'm up here. And you know what? You can go ahead and shop in the middle of the night. You can go to, it ain't gonna be there. It's not on a website. It's happening live, only here live Only can you get these values when you're here with me, and I'm just doing what it takes, because someone got to sell some jewelry around here, and I guess that'd be up to me. I don't know who else is going to do it, right? So here's what I'm doing. I am so dedicated to getting you on the lines and getting you a ring with almost 3/4 of a carat in diamonds. And we've only got an hour left in the show, so I'm trying to make up for lost time. This ain't going to do it. This ain't going to do it. I'm losing. Right now, I'm losing really close to $4,000. We don't work on big profit margins. I wish I was in a business like Artworks, that business, where you can sell posters, and basically you buy a poster for 50 cents and you go on the air. I have friends that do this, and you buy a poster that's printed in a printing press, and it's a print of some piece of artwork you've seen before, and you buy it for $3,500 because it's in a $20 frame, and it was a poster that cost about 5 cents to print. And that's a big profit margin. There's a great profit. Now, I don't have big profit margins because I work in fine jewelry, where gold's at its highest levels ever. and it's diamonds, and it's really rare, precious moonstones, natural stone. So again, and somebody had to put it together, and they're amazing people, and they're right, 30 feet away from me. Yes, do we have $1,000? Well, that's good news. We've got 1,000. Where are my other bidders? We got $1,000 only, and we're looking for more. And there's just no value quite like it. Nothing. Anyone want to go higher, or should we just end this right now? $1,000. Do we even need a clock? So at this point, we're probably tired of looking at it, right? Although I don't think you can get tired of looking at that. Let me pop it up to your eye level again. Look at that. This is probably not the wisest thing for me to say when, I stand up here every day and talk about jewelry, but I think that's the only stone you need. Do you need it? Do you need a tanzanite and a pink sapphire and a yellow diamond and a Paraiba? You kind of got it all. It's like your every stone. They talk about the every man. This is like your every stone. This is all of the colors wrapped into one. Maybe you can't. Most of us can. I can't go out and buy a Paraiba and a pink sapphire and a tanzanite and a purple sapphire and a peridot, and you can't buy everything. What about one stone that's got the whole total package? It's the TTP, the total package. Well, I don't know what's going on. What happened to my Wednesdays? Should we call it what happened to Wednesdays or what's new Wednesdays? What's happening Wednesday or whoa Wednesdays? The whoa, what has she done Wednesday? Wild value, what are we doing? Do we have, well, guys, if you have another bid, let me know. Joanne, what'd you find out over there? Okay. Yikes. Well, we've got 1,000. And I know I heard someone registering. That's a bold move. They're trying to get registered before we wrap this up, which may be sooner rather than later. Yes, I will try it on again. Yes, we have some questions. Can we change the gold color? Answer is yes. Good news. We can, yes, absolutely. I'm going to try it on again, and then we're going to wrap this thing up. Look at the inside. And if you wanted to know how's the bridge made, well, this helps you see exactly what's going on. Here's what it looks like on the hand. We have $1,000. Let me know if we have 1,010 or more. I'd take power bids. Oh, do we need a power bid? We need a $4,500 power bid right now, even just to recoup some money. And, giving away jewelry is what I do best. So welcome on in. And if you haven't watched the show before, it's a date. We got to do it every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights from 5 to 8, and every Saturday and Sunday mornings. We got to do this, because if you're getting jewelry like this, if this kind of giveaway is happening, I can't imagine you ever making a point to miss a show. You got to be here. Every single show, got to be here. Because, listen, one thing people don't get is that these shows are live. Nothing's live anymore. Outside of sports and news, and even half the time, those are just tapes, right? Reruns. We're live. This is happening in real time, live. So this is where, and guess what? This is not scripted. This is not like, okay, well, do you think that's $1,000 ring? You can't make the gold for that price. The stone's definitely not that price. The diamonds on their own are not that price. We're going to give it a final 2-minute clock. I got to say goodbye to this one. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You can keep it and resell it. You can keep it and melt it down. You can keep it and hopefully you'll just keep it to wear it and love it and let it be your new favorite piece of jewelry. But at $1,000, do we have anybody want to go 10-10 or more? I should probably be doing $500 increments on this one, but we're here at 10. So what we're going to do is wrap it up here. We're going to give it a final call. If you haven't dialed, I'm talking to you. If you have not dialed, now is the time to do it because you gotta go early. We got a little delay with the broadcast, so even though it's live, it just takes time to go from our signal here in our studio in LA to get up to satellites and then down to you, or maybe you're watching on cable, or maybe you're watching online. I hear there's a delay there too. So again, however you're watching, there's a little delay. So call early because this is going out in 2 minutes, and when that clock hits 0, bye-bye. Bye-bye, and probably bye-bye. Yeah, this will probably be the last time I'll get the privilege of selling jewelry here. This is not selling jewelry. This is giving away jewelry. 2 minutes to go. Last chance on the Moonstone. And, well, yep, I don't know. It's hard to describe what's happening here, but it's a deal. This is bigger than a value. We're a value network. This is bigger than a value. And it's all those gorgeous colors, all at one time. Don't need to leave from one light source to another. I don't care if you're inside, outside, sunlight, dimly light, candlelight, UV light, don't matter. This stone just always gives you the full array of colors you're seeing there with an incredible mounting, with a gorgeous style. I just can't believe it. I'm here, we were trying to start at 35, and now look at what's happened. $1,000, we do have it. So we're just waiting out the last final call. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining, and then it'll be sold. And I don't know what I'm going to show. I have literally nothing else in front of me that is $1,000. Nothing. I have nothing in front of me. Not even these opal. Now, these opal earrings would be really pretty with it. I'm going to show you opal earrings coming up later. These are pretty. Ooh, now, if you need a little something to go with it, I know they're different stones, but that actually would be, if you like the Moonstone, I think you'll like the opal. So just an idea. If you want to go and pair them up, you can do that. So we've got that opportunity for you where you could pair those up. I'm just saying. So that's going to be coming up. We'll try to give away some opal earrings as well. We have the yellow diamond deal to say goodbye to Diamond Month. This is April, so we've only got 2 days left after tonight, one more day. So it's last chance, last call, and 27 seconds remaining. Oh, what a pretty stone that is. I've never seen a Moonstone go for a price like this ever. And what amounting to do it in with 3 bands, because I don't care how you look at it. I'm sorry, there's 1, 2, and 3 bands. This is the gold of 3 rings in one. The diamonds are so artfully done underneath, which is why this stone looks different than all the other Moonstones you've seen before it, because you're seeing the brilliance and the twinkle of the diamonds through that stone, through that round cut. The round is doing its thing, and then the diamonds are just contributing and adding to it. So do we have 10, 10 or more? Anybody have $1,100 or 12 or 15? What are we doing? Or maybe 1050, what do we got? Last call, clock is out. This is it. This is last chance. This is quite something. This is my Moonstone. This is the big value. This is your choice of gold color. That's free. Your size, that's free. The shipping, that's free. So now, oh, I may have lost even more money. Yeah, losing about $4,500 on the, not 45, but losing about, ooh, 3,800. Sorry, I'm doing the math. 3,800 of the ring plus all the extras of getting you in the gold color, the size, and the shipping. It's a value. All right, do we have anybody else want to go? Do you want to go 1050? 1,100, what do you got? You got it? Sold, congratulations, we got to move on. Maybe I'll just do the opals. Let's do the opals, they're fabulous too. They're big crystal opals. I mean, why not? They would look great with the Moonstone. They would look great with anything, with all of your other gem collection. These would look fantastic. And I know, no 2 opals are exactly alike, but those are pretty well coordinated, especially when they're only moving on one plane right now. When you really see them move, they're gonna dazzle you here. They're fabulous. We're gonna do 112-8540 here, yellow gold only. I'm gonna give these away too, because I see what you want today. Now, these earrings are supposed to be $29.99. They're just wonderful. But what I'm going to do is this. They're in yellow gold only. They're bezel set, which is really nice because that's a huge extra. To get a bezel setting like that, very nice to get all that. It's a border of gold, and it's all mirror finished, and it looks fabulous. It's only yellow on this one, made up and ready to go. We don't like to start taking opals out of bezels because, you know, yeah. First of all, you guys love the yellow gold anyways these days. There's a luxe, there's a richness about it, but also when you've got a stone like that, part of the reason why it's bezel set is to really protect it well, even though it's an earring, so you never need to worry about it. But it's difficult to do opals that are cabochon cut in prongs, because then the prongs get kind of oversized and clunky, so it's nice to have them bezel set. Does require more gold, but worth it every step of the way. Here's the inside. So you can see you can wear them north to south. southeast to west, or at a diagonal. They've got a great little trillion cutout basket work. They've got a centered post, and let me show you, because opals are misleading. They're already big. They're 324, so they're about a carat 60 plus each, but then you've got this look, which I love the blue base. Did you notice that? It's a very distinctive kind of blue, almost like a tanzanite blue purple base, and then the length is going to be, they're a ½ inch top to bottom, and then there's your center post. But of course, every movement, every time you wear them, every little movement, they show off different colors. This is also, it's your go with everything earring. Let me make sure it's upright for you. Not yet quite there. Let me see what I'm doing. Okay, we're good. We're good. But you can rotate them. You can do whatever you wish. If you want to wear them east to west, north to south, or at a little angle, you can. But look at that. I'm just replicating the movement here. Look at how all those colors, even from a distance away, the colors are just dancing, aren't they? I was going to say dazzling, but they're dancing, and they're dazzling as a result. When they dance, they dazzle. And that is really fabulous. So there they are, and lots of gold. And you know what? I know they're $29.99. We're going to go a lot lower. This is a first come, first serve situation. We'll go back to the wheel here, close up, and take a look at all those bright. This is like, you know, the Moonstone had those softer pastels. This is much more of your neon brights. It's that purpley, blue, green, red, stunning. Almost looks like the globe from a distance there with a lot of the blue greens. But then the reds, that little kind of sunshine glow that they have, the reds and the golden colors also, all of that. We're not doing $29 or $19.99. I'm thinking we need to go even lower. You're loving and responding to lower price. No surprise, right? Is that a shocker? No. You guys know when I'm giving stuff away, and that's why you're here. You're hoping that you just come across the giveaway and you happen to be here to see it and love it. And it's not going to be even $999. Well, there we go. You're seeming to love those values. Let's go even better than $999. So again, yellow gold only, right out to you. And yet a bigger, bolder, yet everyday wearable style button earring, larger size. Remember, if they are 324, they're going to look like that each, because you get double the look from the weight with opals. Opals are less dense, they're water-based. So this is where, again, you're going to get each stone looking like a 3 carat, and that's really important. You saw them on, you saw how big and large and bold they are. They're not going to be $9.99 or $8.99 or $7.90. Yikes, now I'm really, I am asking for that permanent vacation, aren't I? I am really asking for it here. Let's go even lower than $799. How about $777? You know what? Better than that. And we have new shoppers out there getting registered. Gee, I wonder why. Mark it down, April 29, 2026, the record-breaking values. This is not $777. I know we got a few people on the phone lines. I got some folks getting registered here, which does take some extra time from our operators. So we'll be right with you. But let's go even lower. How about $699 for the incredible opals that you see there? $699 for the pair. How amazing is that? We saved you a bunch. 2,200, well, really more, 2,300 bucks, guys. That's a big savings. And yet, $699 for the opals, 60 seconds we give them. The big collar is here. Oh, we got our diamond special coming up at the top of the hour, our big grand finale in a yellow diamond band. Last time you will ever see it. We've got a few ready to go. They can go out tomorrow. So we're looking forward to that as well. Anything else we can find for you, you let me know. Give us your request. We only have an hour left. That is what you call a fast show. And then we still have a couple pieces from earlier, like the Diasport earrings, the drops, and the blue zircon studs. They're all going to go before the show ends. So if you also want to pick those up, make sure you do so before they sell to somebody else, because that's inevitable. That's going to happen. And then we have more on the way, okay? And we still have that heart-shaped purple Paraíba as well that we showed you earlier. That one's still hanging out. Nobody wants our opals at $699. Nobody needs the opals? All right. We'll move right along. Okay. We do. We have some big tanzanite earrings. We have one pair of new earrings that are unheated tanzanites. They're natural in color, and therefore they're actually going to give you a little bit of blue and green, kind of a lighter lavender blue with a little bit of green. And then we also have a Paraíba ring. And there's a new morganite here. Look at this. I found this stone. It's rare. We're going to talk about that. It's a lavender morganite. Collectors, this is your day. So many great collectible pieces here in this show tonight. Gosh, they're amazing, aren't they? And our yellow diamond deal. Plus, we still have the earrings to recap and a sapphire blowout before our top of the hour gets here. We got a sapphire trio to show you. Some of our most important blue sapphires, all comprised in one fabulous wheel. Let's get to those. There is one in particular that is going to be extremely popular. It's this bow design that has been very, very, very expensive in the past. We're going to bring it down along with two others here to pair up with our pear-shaped blue. We've also got a fancy cut blue that's going to be set in platinum. So let me show you. Actually, no, scratch that. 18 karat gold. Whoops, made the wrong assumption based on the price tag I'm about to do. This one is platinum. Then the other two are gold. So here's what we have. It's a little bit of everything on this wheel. We have 14, 18, and platinum. So let me walk you through what is what, and then we'll help you out. Don't forget to call me on the opal earrings. And then here we are, taking a look at what is it going to be, a trio. So that means you don't have to buy all three, but it means they're all coming down in price to be the greatest discount. And we do have, look at this, fancy cut. Here's our pear, here's our oval. I don't know what's going on with our wheel here, it's a little off. But here's what we've got. Carat 66 in the center. Carat 66 pear shape. It is set a little bit of an angle intentionally to look like it has movement, but please note, it does not move. It's just a stationary setting. So that's our bright blue carat 66 with 61 points in diamonds. That's 14 karat. Then we go to upgrading to 18 karat. That's a fancy cut and nothing but the cool band. Cutout detailing to that band, that's intentional. It's modern. I don't know if we've had any better example of modern art meets fine jewelry than that band. 18 karat gold with a carat 48 sapphire. And then we go over here, platinum setting, Roval stone, carat 68 Roval, 22 points in diamonds in platinum, each in their bright royal blues. And I am digging the way that that modern band is set. Wait till you see this on the hand too, to see that little bit of cutout detail, but it's still going to be sized for you for free. Go with your true size. It doesn't, because there's a little cutout detail, does not change the way you wear it. It does not mean it's insecure on the hand. It just means that it's a cool detail that you can see from that angle really makes it interesting, and that's all mirror finished 18 karat white gold with that very exotic cut. They don't like to waste precious material. Nobody does. This is that precious material in royal blues that is still bright, open colors, but has that fancier, elongated trillion. So it's a really unique way to do trillion in that it's not your basic equilateral trillion. So we've got three pieces all coming down to one low price. It is our best price for any of those pieces to ever be. So it's exciting. What a night to take advantage of some sapphires. And of course, we've got really something for everybody. The traditional and classics on the right, the very moderns on the left, and then something with a little whimsy and a little feminine detail with the bow design is in the center. And all three, I mean, they started at $14,000 or more per piece. Now we get to take them lower, and I love that we're seeing something without diamonds because we rarely see that, yet there's always going to be a contingent of women that want something very much like a classic band with some bold design details like that has, and yet we're going to make them all very affordable, not 14, they're not even 10, they're not $99.99, going significantly less than that here tonight. Any one of the three you'd like to have, and we're going to blow them out right now for less than even $5,000. How incredible is this? Not $49, not $39. It gets better. Call me early because you know these are one of a kinds. They go out as they are, but in your ring size. And they're not even $2,999 for some very large sapphires. Remember, my smallest one is a carat 48, and then they go up from there. That's the 148, that's the 166, and here's the 168. So all bigger sizes here, and $24.99 per piece. That's it. So our last call on the three sapphires, a trio, platinum and 18 karat and 14 karat, all represented up there on that wheel. Fabulous ways to go here, and that is stunning. Okay, that's pretty cool, isn't it? So we're so excited to have those and really thrilled that we can bring those down in price tag for you. Very, very exciting, and enjoy, of course, Smithsonite. If you need recaps on our Smithsonite from earlier, we'd love to bring those back out. If you missed that presentation, we've got a couple of those left for you. Anything else you need, call me. We got requests for you. And then that yellow diamond deal, our diamond special coming up in about 3 minutes. Top of the hour, it's our last hour. So that's going to be very, very exciting. We got a very big special. And yes, we've got some real exotics here, and every Wednesday night, must see. They are must see shows to learn, to explore, to collect exotics and specialty like you have not seen before. And I mean that literally, because all these stones we've had have been really big, interesting debuts. So now we're into the sapphires. Let me know which one of the three you'd like there. Then we still have a new raspberry color sapphire. Those are extremely rare. And we've got a beauty there with a marquise cut, have some big tanzanite. I just want to show this. This is so incredibly rare to see. I don't think anybody would even believe it. It's the color. I thought maybe is it that really rare pink diaspore that's more purple? No, that is beryl. And there is no such thing as purple beryl. So what we have is extremely rare purple morganite. We've got our first ever. It's more than just the Smithsonites tonight in What's New Wednesday. So we've got our big top of the hour in yellow diamonds coming up. A Paraíba 3-stone ring will be here. Anything else you'd like to see? What about that collar? We've got our 759 18 karat gold diamond collar. Questions? The first item of the show, yes. That was a blue sapphire and platinum. I'll show it to you again, 112-7938. We're going to try it on the hand here. Again here, this was the platinum in the pear shape. So this one was a little bit smaller, but not much. Carat 24 here on this one. This is the information from earlier. That's a one only as well. It's in platinum carat 24 in the pear shape, set at a slight angle. This had a couple of big marquise cuts and round brilliance, 17 points overall in the platinum. And a little bit, you see, it's a little asymmetrical in that it's a wider, almost double band of platinum here and a single row on this side. And that is only $10.99. So started off this show with a bang and have kept it going. $10.99 and a lot of weighty platinum here. This is it's a bigger size than what I wear, but man, it was really kind of took some strength here to keep that on the finger there with as weighty as that metal is. So that was from earlier. And you know what, I'll just pop it on here because this one's a little less, but to see it in comparison with the others, it's $10.99 for the front. And then of course the rest around it are $24.99 for you. So it gives you some options, doesn't it? $24.99 for the back three. And then just to see the comparison there, same color, little bit smaller size. Remember, this is your 124 and the rest are all going to be more like a carat and a half and above. But that's a really good bright stone. I think maybe even it's similar to the pear shape behind it as well, isn't it? $10.99 on that platinum piece. That's how we started the show in the front center. And then we've got our yellow diamond deal coming up in just a few seconds here for our top of the hour in yellow diamond cushion cuts. Very excited about that. Wait till you see this ring. It's the way it's discounted because it is our final few days of April, so we're putting together some diamond deals. Yes, you got it. So that platinum centerpiece is gone. Congratulations, 112-7938. And the final three up there are $24.99 a piece. Okay, so we're on our way. We've got a yellow diamond deal because it is the top of the hour. So let me know on the platinum or the 14 or the 18 karat gold band. Now we get into this ring. I know might be familiar to many. I'm going to show you a couple together just to show you the amazing matching and consistency. And quite frankly, this is the better angle at it, which is why I stacked them. You're going to wonder, well, gee, I'd like the one in the back, not the one in the front. Watch this. See? They're all the same. It's just this is a better angle to see the colors of your stones. I know it may not sit exactly evenly, but look at that. Yellow diamonds of the best variety that are all natural. You've seen the ring before. It's our very final hour, and gosh, we got to bring this in. Not much though, because we just had 4 rings up there. And now we're bringing in to give you a closer look at the incredible yellow diamonds you're about to see that are part of a 2-part yellow diamond special tonight for our very, very end of April, which of course April celebrates Diamond Month. Welcome in everybody if you're just tuning in or just hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for being here. My name is Lauren Blair. This is our last hour of our Wednesday night. Every single Wednesday night, it's like this. new, exciting. This may not be brand new. It's the discount you're going to love. We have brand new pieces to debut every single Wednesday night like clockwork. So make sure you're with me every Wednesday night. Write yourself little reminders if you have to. If you're somebody who carries an agenda or has little notes on your phone or just sets little reminders around the house. If you're still doing the old school, tie a little ribbon around your finger to remind you, whatever it takes. Wednesday nights are do not miss. But this value is something we've had before as a major special. It was months and months ago when gold was less, by the way. And now it's about to be less than it ever was back when it debuted. It's a diamond month special. As we wind down April, we wanted to put together some diamond specials. If you were with me over the weekend, you know we did something amazing in white diamonds in a band. Now we're just upgrading and bringing you yellow diamonds in a band. Now, our yellow diamonds are natural completely. And I don't just mean natural diamonds that then are heated and treated to get their yellow color. I'm talking about natural yellows from the earth. Take a look. This is not something that you see most places anymore, or ever really. I mean, it's always been a struggle to get anything in natural yellow diamonds. But now, bringing to you the big value here, it is a fabulous band. 1129132 is the item number here. You do have, I'm showing you two to show you the consistency, but also they stack really well. And they're great for ring guards as well. There are different ways you can wear this band, and maybe you weren't with us that one day when it first came along. Well, now I'm glad you weren't, because today it's a better value for our Say Farewell to Diamond Month special here. And then we even have yellow diamond stud earrings. And guess what? They're going to be here at a big diamond discount as well for the end of April. So it's a lot of fun to be had here still in our last hour tonight, but this is 201 minimum. You're guaranteed to get at least 2 carats 01 in yellow diamonds. Let me also just say something up front. This is limited to what we have. I can't get you any more yellow diamonds because you probably heard the news about what's happening in wholesale. The wholesale environment has diamonds that are yellows like this, priced at higher than we offer them for on the air here on our show. So it means, and unlike so many stones like our collector stones and our rubies and our sapphires and our tanzanites that are part of a private collection that are here and only here, yellow diamonds are not something that our network's foundational familial connections specialized in. They were all about colored gemstones, not diamonds. So yellow diamonds and all diamonds really are something we had to add later. So this is something that was bought many, many years ago in a wholesale environment at great values that are essentially obsolete now. You can't get those values today because the yellow diamond market has changed tremendously. It's flipped, really. It's gone from when the production of the Argyle mine was still operating. It wasn't like they were inexpensive or readily available, but much more so than they are now when you basically say, hey, the entire main prolific source of yellow diamonds worldwide is done. It's closed. It's finished. It obviously puts a major stranglehold on the pricing. It creates this is like a natural organic monopoly that's created because you're taking away most of the world's supply. And therefore, and there's still a popularity of these stones, definitely, so you see the values go up by anybody who has them. And then, of course, as the days wear on, it can be hours and minutes, days or weeks, years as they wear on, you're seeing that value increase. Because without the discovery of a new mine that changes the marketplace, they continue to go up. And these are not stones that are taken from one mine as a white diamond and treated to get their yellow color. They are this way naturally, and since that's what we want to bring you, that's what makes them so rare. And that's why you're not seeing them going forward, which is also why I can't just make them all day. I can't sit here and say, let's just sell 100 of them. We could at the value I'm about to bring, but I only have a handful of them here. Still enough to go around if you want to get 2 to stack them. Still enough if you want to get 3 to stack them and have 6 carats in yellow diamonds. Or if you want to gift them, let's say mom celebrations coming up in less than 2 weeks. Mother's Day, Sunday the 10th. We're on the doorstep of the month of May. So before you know it, it's Mom's Day. Do you want to have the ultimate yellow diamond for her? For all the moms? You moms out there deserve it. Celebrate yourself with the piece of jewelry you know, because here's the problem. People say this to me all the time. I'd love to get you jewelry, but I think I got to leave that to you because you're going to get the better value, right? You're going to get the better value. I know, it takes all the romance out of it, doesn't it? It's like, okay, well, yeah. Is anyone going to go out to a retail store and buy? You guys know better. You know, if you send whoever, whatever loved one, send them out to a jewelry store, heck no. We love our loved ones. We want to do that. We don't even want to send our enemies out to a retail store to buy jewelry these days. You got to where the values are. They're right here. So save the money, get the opulence, get this great last big finale. This band, when it's sold out, it's never coming back. We don't have the ability to get 40-point cushion cut, rectangular, elongated yellow diamonds in. Let me show you one on the hand because this band is substantial and it stacks beautifully. It's got these great four-pronged corners. It allows it to have this very squared off, very stark side detail. What that does is this, allows you, and wait till you see the inside, but look at this. You can't do this with every band ring. Not every ring's gonna do this. Look at how it stacks so seamlessly together like that. And I got two different ring sizes up here, as you can tell, because they're not aligning in the same spot. Look at that. They stack beautifully. Beautifully. So you can get one, you can get two, you could get two and separate them. Obviously they stack, but what about ring guards? The most designer opulent ring guards with something in between them. 201 per band. 5 cushion cuts, 40 points each. Love that. Here's the inside so you can see how it's finished because that's really well done too. Take a look at this. You'll see the inside, so that's why it's so heavy in its gold weight. It has that great feeling when it's on the hand, the way it glides onto the hand. Look at that. So well done. And again, every one of them bright sunshine yellows. These aren't brown yellows. They're not those dingy green yellows. This is what you want. And natural, natural, natural through and through. 5-stone bands are popular, goes across the hand no matter your ring size. Looking fabulous, let's take them down. This is our brand new blowout. They debuted months and months ago on a weekend show. It was either a Saturday or Sunday, forgive me, I don't remember which, but I will tell you right now, this was here for $29.99. It's a value. It was a value. It sold really, really well. This is the final few we have, made up and ready to go. They can go out, if there's no complicated sizing involved, they go out to you tomorrow. If complicated sizing is needed, maybe they go out Friday. It is so straightforward, stunning. You got to get one. If you have at all wanted to add yellow diamonds to your collection, if you want to do some really cool gifting to celebrate the moms in your world, I say moms, treat yourself. You know you deserve it. And this is that upgrade, that big, big 5-stone style that we almost always see in white diamonds is now upgraded in such a big way to get 40 pointers. These are basically, and why I say minimums, they're basically light half carats. We got the deal we did, and this was going back about a year ago. When we got the diamond deal, it took us a while to put them together for you because they have to be matched and mated. They have to be exactly the same dimension. They have to be exactly the same color. It may sound easy. It's not actually all that easy. And to be that, it'd be one thing if we were willing to say they can be light, washed out, dingy. No, they all have to be that bright pop of neon yellow. Think of like sunshine, but a little brighter. And I know that's what a good yellow diamond should look like. Sunshine yellows, but brighter, kind of dialed up and giving a little bit of extra neon and flash. That's what these do. Perfectly matched together, not even $29.99. That's the old price. What you'd spend in retail, probably about 7 times that if you're lucky. If you have a big city nearby, because I know some of you are in like smaller towns, rural areas, places where there is no big city for days. You would have to travel by plane to get to a big city, and then what are you paying? You're still looking for that high-end store that's even going to deliver the opportunity to own natural yellows, and then what? Then what? Paying a fortune? I think not. You found the secret. You found the holy grail for fine jewelry shopping, and you don't have to leave home. And here it is, sent to your door and delivered for free. And yet, the ring is now going to be practically free. It's last call. We have what we have. Only yellow gold, we'll size them for you. Get another one to stack if you already have one. Get a couple for gifting ideas. Get one for yourself. Maybe it's going to be a little something different you wear in the wedding band department, but an alternative to maybe what you have in a plain gold band, or maybe an alternative to your regular white diamonds. It's not $29. Even $28.88 is impressive. And when you look at those diamonds set perfectly side by side, trust me, if there was any discrepancy in the color, you would see it. They're also all VS stones. That's another thing. It's one thing to get the color, but to still deal only in VS clarity gradings, very important. And not $28.88. Grand finale. Diamond month is ending. Not that we're not going to have diamonds, but we wanted to put something special together for these last 2 days. It's tonight for another 50 minutes and tomorrow for 3 hours. That's everything. That's Diamond Month. And so what better time to say, here's what we have. Let's send them out at a discount. They're not even $28, $27, $26, $25. At $24.99, what a value that is. I can't help but break it down right now. That's pretty basic math. That's under $500 a stone with the free $2,000 band behind it. Or maybe you look at it this way. You paid for the gold at $2,000 and you got $100 for each stone. However you want to look at the value, it's there. But here's the greatest part of the whole situation is that you're not paying $24.99. This has never been lower. It never will be lower because if I do this right, it's going to be sold out here tonight. Last call. Can't make it going forward. Can't get you the yellow diamonds unless, of course, if you were comfortable spending $35,000 on the ring and we could sell rings for that price, great, we can bring in yellow diamonds all day. But remember how yellow diamonds have skyrocketed even in the wholesale marketplace. So it doesn't make any availability for us who pride ourselves, as you do, in value. You need the values. We're not going to bring you anything that isn't. The day we can't bring you a value is the day we don't need to be doing this, right? But as long as there are still values to be had that we are giving a special place in the industry, we are that one and only. We are that unparalleled. Nobody can compete. Best values bar none. That's what we exist to do. So this is a prime example of just that happening right here live. And it's not 24, 23, 22, or $21.99. They're going significantly less than that. And hopefully you just get one before they're gone because there's only a handful here. When they're gone, they're gone. 5-stone ring, the classic style, bold and beautiful. And you know what helps is because they're the elongated cushions. They're not the square. The square cushions tend to look really small. The elongated look visually so much larger. Kind of looks like you're getting 1 carat stacked throughout. Kind of looks like a 5 carat. And yet it's only going to be 20, you know what? Skip $2,099. Let's go even lower. First callers, diamond month is ending. We're giving you the special of a lifetime. It's $1,999 for the yellow diamond band. That is under $1,000 a carat, which would be impossible if there were 201 individual stones, 1-pointers. That's not what this is. 5-stone style where you're getting, this is unheard of. You know what? Break it down. And I told you, I reveal all my sources. I reveal all my jewelry secrets to you guys. And I told you on Saturday morning, I told you this past Saturday morning what 50-point white diamonds are going for. Remember what that was? Remember? We had the big band with the 2 carat. It was the same, right? That was incredible. But those were white diamonds. We're doing yellow diamonds here. And I'm sorry, there's nowhere in this world that yellow diamonds are more inexpensive than white diamonds. White diamonds are VS. Yes, we bring you white VS diamonds. Love that. So are these. You're not having to forego quality. You're not having to forego clarity. You're getting the brilliance. You're getting the dazzle. You're getting the dance of the diamonds here, but at $1,999 for the band. And that's why, well, you see the matching right there. You can get 2 and stack. You can get 2 and gift 1, keep 1. You can get 2 and use them as ring guards. But what a value, because think about it this way. $19.99, 5-stone style, that makes it $3.99 per diamond. There is no way. I was quoting wholesale on 1/2 carat white diamonds the other day. Let's say it. A 1/2 carat white diamond is pretty similar to a 40-point yellow because really the 40-point yellow should be more. It's a yellow. It's a rarer color. But the 40-pointers in yellow diamonds, let's put it this way. The wholesale price on the 50-point white diamonds that I had for you on Saturday, wholesale price downtown right now this week is about $1,700 to $1,800 per stone. These are $3.99 per stone right now with free gold. Or you look at it as you're paying $1 less than you should for the gold band and all the diamonds, all 5 of them are free. That is a value right there. Take a last look at it. We got $19.99. Operators, will you please let me know how many you're taking, please, so I can count them down? We'll be sold out any moment. We'll be sold out and done. $3.99 per stone if you break it down that way. But it's in a lot of gold. And remember, no choices to make outside of what size you need. All you need to tell us is your ring size. And if you're getting to still go and you're going to plan on wearing them together like you are, go ahead and get true to size on both. I don't think you need to go up unless you're stacking 4 or more. Then you might want to go up a little bit on the ring size. How many? Just 1 for you? Okay, and 2 for you, Joanne? Did you say 2? All right, so that means 3 gone, 2 left. That's it. That's it. That's all. So it is go time tonight, guys. Go, 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 go to the phones. Get one because we have 2 left. So that probably could be one more shopper here getting a matched pair of bands. So huge value, $19.99, our diamond special. We have yellow diamond studs. I'll finish up the the presentation with the yellow diamond heart-shaped studs, no less. They are heart shapes. They are very rare. So we'll bring those to you. Still have a couple of brand new items to get to as well. Still have, it's funny, we have a 109 yellow diamond here. And my 109 diamond is crazy money. We are backed up on the phone line, so please don't go anywhere if you're waiting on hold. We'll have an operator with you shortly here. But $19.99, these are gonna sell out. We have 2 left right now and 2 callers waiting on hold. So that's why please don't hang up. Do not hang up. There's a reason these are going so quickly, and that's the lowest price. They were more back when they debuted, and that was months and months ago, and gold was much less. And so here we are at $19.99 per band. Who was shopping yours, Jason? Thank you, Lynn. One or two going out over there, because this could be it. Last call, and then we'll have our yellow diamond studs, which are heart shapes and really good size stones. And what a great gift those would be. And I'll try to make them a giftable price point as well. For yellow diamond stud earrings, fabulous heart shapes. And they're gonna be 80 points minimum in total. So we'll have those on the way for you. And last call on the yellow diamond 5-stone band. And again, the elongation of the cushion cuts. That's what made, look at this again on my hand, because we have one left, it sounds like, right? Are we done? Auntie, did you have 1 or 2? Okay, so this is it, guys. All right, this is it. This is it, last call. Here we are, look at that, all the way across the hand. And then right now, I'm just gonna tell you, those look like 1 carats, stacked all the way across. It looks like a 5-carat band. You've seen us do 1-carat yellow diamonds many, many, many times. And when they are those elongated cushion cuts like you have stacked side by side by side by side by side, that's what it looks like. It looks like you're wearing a 5-carat band. If you go 2, it gets even better. Stack them together, stack them as guards, whatever you would like. And again, these are 2 different sizes, so forgive me. They're going to just be a little different, but look at how beautiful they stack. So that's a way, suddenly I've got on 4 carats of yellow diamonds. How luxury is that? 4 carats now. You get well, at this point, I think it'd be a little too late to get 3. We're just down to the wire here, but what an amazing ring that is. And that one, you saw that one on top a minute ago. Now it's down below. These are just that consistent, that perfectly matched. Would never bring it to you if they weren't. If they weren't, no point. They got to match. And I'm talking about not just one stone next to the other, but different bands, so that if you are stacking them or pairing them up, they work so, so well that way also. Okay, so $19.99, last call, sounds like we have one left. Let's get to the studs here. It's like a 2-parter on our yellow diamond deals here for the end of April. One more day left in April. We will see you tomorrow night as well. We have 40 minutes left tonight. That's it. I do want to show you, well, aren't these special? Magnificent, actually, to get heart-shaped yellow diamonds, which, so rare. You never want to waste gem material. But let's go to the height of the world of fancy diamonds here. And really, we're going to waste them by cutting a heart shape. And I don't mean they're not a waste in the sense you think. This is, remember, had to start off as a piece of rough material. And I'm going to try to focus in as best I can here. This is a piece of rough. Has to be one piece of rough material. And then you have a choice as a lapidary how to facet. This is why the round is so well known and really prolifically used in diamonds, is because it's a beautiful way to show brilliance, but a beautiful heart shape can do it too. And yet it's such a wasteful cut because you have that point of the heart, you have the lobes at the top, the cleft. All of that is taking that precious yellow diamond material and willingly wasting it, but it's worth it to get that exotic, rare, and of course very sentimental and romantic cut that you have here. It's 112-9676, and by no means does it need to be a romantic love. Obviously, you could give these to daughters, granddaughters, nieces, anybody who has their ears pierced. And not that they need to be younger in age either, because I don't think that our love for heart shapes dissipates because you turn a certain age. I think if you love hearts, you always love hearts. And if you know rare jewelry, you know how rare these are and how exquisite they are in their cutting, but also still a stud. So still really wearable. And let's face it, there's a lot of stacking going on in earscaping right now. We're talking about just anybody with multiple piercings. This is the size at 80 points minimum in total, 40 points and 40 points minimum each. This is the size that can work in primary or secondary piercings as well. You have 14 karat yellow gold, same as the band ring, only offered in the yellow gold. Looks best with the yellow diamonds, prong set, but a great gold detailing behind them. You see the basket work and it's solid. That's so impressive because sometimes earrings are seen from the side profile, and having them being in tinny little wire baskets looks cheaper. It just looks cheaper. It looks like maybe not the super high-end fine jewelry. Well, this is super high-end fine jewelry, so we went the extra mile. Got you the solid mirror finishing in the gold baskets. You see one from a distance, obviously keep in mind that's against my hand. Your earlobe is not as big as your ring finger. So here it is, and I'll show you on the ear, but just want to give you all the specs here. They're 1/4 inch top to bottom. I'll show you on. They're only yellow, but you can get as many as you need. We had a couple of people taking more than one band. I would think the same is going to happen here because they're so giftable for any occasion. My goodness, as long as you care for the person. I don't think we're giving fine jewelry to people we don't really care for and who we really respect and love, and yet this is the look from a distance away. Look at that. So that's a beautiful kind of classic stud style there, and you could see they could easily move up the ear if you've got more than one piercing. This would work for any piercing along the way. Look at that heart shape just gleaming even from this distance away in darkness. I'm actually squatting down in darkness here. I've got this really I've got the bangs over. I mean, this is really just, I mean, if it's glowing and sparkling like that from this distance away, what an amazing value and what a classic style to get in the heart shape. I could definitely see those stacked up the ear. Let's give you the value. As again, our diamond month finale is, it's coming to an end here. So we're giving away some yellow diamonds here tonight and not asking for the original price of, well, even these were $29.99 as well. Why was it so similar to the band? Because we're talking about 40 pointers yet again, but in that specialty cut and in a classic setting style and done the right way. Baskets done properly, done actually a little extra. The yellow gold, the centered post, the butterfly backing, classic stud earring. What a gift to give. Can you even imagine giving yellow diamond, heart-shaped stuff? Think about this for a second. Can you imagine? I think a lot of us, if we are giving a gift, no matter what the occasion, no matter what the gift, no matter who it is, the gifts that we give are such a reflection of who we are. I think that maybe I speak for myself here, but I know that I've got to speak for a lot of us where it becomes even, I'm more thoughtful about pieces that I give as gifts than the pieces I purchase for myself in any category, because it's for someone else you care about. Obviously, if you're celebrating them, milestones, whatever it is, maybe you just want to share the love of great fine jewelry with somebody who maybe doesn't have access to fine jewelry. It's not everybody who's got TVON in their living rooms at home. It is a specialty type of place, and we're not a household name. We're not like that big chain store that was in the malls and now is gone because they're pretty much closed their retail shops. They didn't have yellow diamonds anyways. So this is that beautiful way to celebrate a very important stone that think about the importance, the rarity, the specialty nature of giving something like this as a gift. Just something to think about, because I am taking them lower than $3,000 and less than even $19.99. And better yet, they're not even $14.99. Solid gold, yellow diamond, heart shapes, and brilliant yellow diamonds at that. Still VS stones for you, and we're taking them lower than even 14 or 13 or 12. It's our diamond month wrap up here. Yellow diamonds instead of white diamonds. What an upgrade. What a rarity story. And they're not even $1,499 to get them home. And they're not even 13 or 12. If I say giftable, I mean giftable. And we got to take the extra mile of discounting to make sure that this is going to be an option, whether you're saving them for holidays at the end of the year. I mean, let's face it, it's almost May. We're getting real close to the halfway point of the year. So the holidays will be here before you know it, whether we want to admit that or not. This could be something you set aside. Like I always say, jewelry is a little easier to hide than a bicycle. And it's one of those things where some gifts are not easy to tuck away. Just keep them for whatever occasion. This is not going to be $12.99 or $11.99. This is now going to be the most affordable I can make anything in yellow diamonds at all here. And we're taking them lower than even $1,099. How about the incredible value? We're busy on the phone lines already. A triple-digit moment. They're $999. $999 for a pair of what could be 1 carat. We're saying 80 points minimum. That's the ones you see there on the wheel, but that's going to be $999, and already just like that, 2 pairs already gone before we got to that price. The lines continue to be extremely busy here. So what an important style to get, and also counting them down. What we have is what we have. They can go out tomorrow. This is a no waiting special. That's the other thing. They're made up. They're ready to go. We get those shipped out to you tomorrow. Some of you are going to have them by Friday. It just depends on where you live and what your proximity is to California. Sometimes they have to travel cross country. Sometimes they only have to travel a few miles. So they'll be out to you in the next couple of days. They're going to be enjoyed. Maybe just rip open that box and start wearing them and just feel, isn't it a privilege to feel like when you have jewelry on that you know nobody else, relatively speaking, is wearing every day? Diamond studs are one thing, but yellow diamonds and yellow diamond heart shapes, there's a whole different way that we as women who love jewelry carry ourselves, the way we feel about approaching the day ahead. All of that, I think, shifts for the better when you're wearing really good fine jewelry. That is a privilege. It is a privilege, and it's even a bigger privilege to get them at $9.99 and not have to break the bank to do it. That's my kind of way, and this is what we're doing here at $9.99. They've never been offered at that price before. It's a huge value. We'll give them 60 seconds, then we've got 33 minutes to go, and we've got a few other new items to show you. And then a couple of recaps, because if you like earrings, we had blue zircons here for $19.99. They were gigantic. We had the best Diaspora earring drops I've ever seen. They're gigantic, teeny price. We'll recap those for our late arrivals. And then a purple Paraíba and a butterfly necklace. We've got a few pieces to recap from earlier tonight as well. And even a couple of Smithsonites available as well. If you missed those and want to see those one more time, or if you're just giving it some thought, please let us know, because they're going right back into the private collection vault tonight. After the show ends at 8 o'clock, they will be back and no longer available for sale here. We just love sharing real rare exotics with you. I think we need to show you this purple morganite, because in a night of rarity and a night of value, we're going to show you something else we've never seen. We've heard of it, we've had it, but never in a color like what you're about to witness. And I'm going to show it to you now, because I couldn't believe this. I had to verify and double, triple, quadruple check. And here is the rarest morganite I've ever seen. It's actually a lavender morganite. That is not pink as much as it is purple. Sure, there's a secondary hue of pink, but it's purpley colors first. And this is called pink beryl, which we know is such a misnomer as it is, because most pink beryls are really peachy, light blush color. They have barely any color at all. Here we are with 113-1166. Keep calling on the yellow diamond studs. I'm under the gun here. We only have 30 minutes left, so I'm just making sure we can get to everything for the show. But here's our lavender morganite. It's a cushion cut square. It's 2 carats 90 in its size. And it's also 12 points in pink diamonds, which I'm trying to see, is that rose gold? Yes, okay, just making sure I'm seeing things correctly here. Yes, it is. Rose gold, pink diamonds. So you know we felt strongly about the stone if we're adding pink diamonds for fun. 12 points in the pink diamonds, 45 points in the white diamonds. So double halo, but done in a unique way. And that is going to be a beautiful way to celebrate a rare of the beryl family, which a couple weeks ago I had red beryls, then I had vanadium beryls. Whoever thought we'd see a purple beryl? Because no, there is no specific name for purple beryl. This is just a really, really rare way to get the pinks, where it's more saturated. Specialty stone, also out of the vaults. This is what happens when you join us for What's New Wednesday. We've been going through museum pieces of the vault anyways, so you come across other pieces that we want to bring and highlight as a part of What's New Wednesday. Sure, I don't have a whole collection. I don't have 5 or 6 of them. I have this one. But what a pleasure to bring you something in beryl we have not seen before. And yet, watch it flash from a distance away too. I love the way this one fires. I mean, it's got that cutting, which, you know, morganite's a very clean stone by nature, but it also has, in this case, beautiful cutting, which is allowing it to have a lot of extra fire to it, doesn't it? Watch this from a distance around the hand. You'll see what I mean. It's really like it reminds me a lot of what a purple diamond would look like if I had a 3-carat purple diamond, but hey, that's a dream. I mean, I've been a part of a big purple diamond purchase before, but that was many, many years ago. I can't even imagine what that thing is worth today, because obviously all those colors really ramping up in value, as we just discussed with our yellows. But now we have this one in that lavender. Look at the snap, the sparkle, the cut. Beautifully done here, and $290 with the 12 plus the 45, so 57 points overall. And here's what it looks like in the two-tone gold. Let's blow it out right now. Somebody's going to own the rarest barrel and definitely the rarest morganite we've ever seen. I mean, it's just unique. Very, very unique. And all you got to do is dial. Please do it early. I know we've had a lot of people missing out. We're about to do some recaps from earlier. It's our last 30 minutes of the show. We're running out of time, so we want to make sure that we get everybody's request. We haven't had any requests tonight, but I'd love to get them here in the last few minutes. No problem at all. Okay? Really want to make sure y'all dial in early, though, on these one-of-a-kinds that are so unique. Stays as is. We'll size it for you. How about something special here? Yeah, I think we need something special. I was thinking about auctioning it. Should we? There's a $79.99 price tag out the gate. That scares me a little bit because I don't want to scare you guys. And I know we've gotten used to some really exemplary values tonight, and we have only 28 minutes left in our Wednesday night together. This is What's New Wednesday. Got to mark it down. What's New Wednesday, but here it is, kind of a part 2 to our What's New Wednesday here tonight. That stone, I can't stop staring at it. I'm amazed. 26 years of doing this, never seen a purple morganite before. They're usually the lightest shade of pink. So to get this extra saturation, awfully important. Collector's paradise here tonight. That's what this is. Let's blow it out. It's not even $79.99. What if we just blow it out as quickly as we can? I'll try it on again. Stays as is. Just need to know your ring size. That's it. Nothing else to do here. Just get your ring size. Get it right out to you. You start enjoying it. Look at that. It's like looking at a pinky purple diamond. It reminds me a lot of those incredible diaspores we saw for like 30 days. There was this one mine in Afghanistan that was producing a pink diaspore. They were really purple. They're really rare. They're really expensive. We don't even show them anymore. They're so much darn money. But let's take a look at this. Let me make this affordable so that we can all just say, okay, if you like it, you try it, you get it at home, see what it's all about. Let's take it down to $1,999. That's it. It'll go quickly that way. It's just an easy deal. That way we don't need to spend 10 minutes on the auction. We just get at the price tag where we just saved us $6,000 and out it will go. Done, done, done. So that's as simple as we can make it. And this night has been all about the values and will continue to be for the next couple of minutes. Still have some big tanzanite button style earrings. If you want to see those, give us your requests if you have them. Want to make sure we get any and all requests taken care of tonight in our last call on our What's New Wednesday. That is definitely what's new, what is hot, what is unique, what is rare, and why get, because so many people have complained to me in the past. I'm doing this a long time, so I know what you guys think about a lot of pieces in certain gems. Certain gems have what we call like an Achilles heel of sorts, where there's certain people that, like everyone's got the same opinion of certain gems don't give you enough of what you want. With morganites, the typical issue is there's not enough color. And granted, it's a beryl. It's not supposed to be hot pink, super bright color. It's a more pastel stone, but with that, a lot of people go, oh, it's too light, and I can't see the pink. That really resolves that issue with this particular stone because it's giving that extra saturation, so you're getting this really bright pop of color. So you're never missing that. You never worry that it's too lightly saturated or it's not looking like a colorless quartz or rock crystal quartz or anything like that. It's not looking like a white topaz. A lot of morganites just tend to look that way, where it tends to be a little bit too soft and then you're wondering where's the color. And no point in investing in something that's not giving a good color representation of what it should. And that's what you have here. So, and thank you so much, Kirsten. Thank you so much. Again, thank you for those, for purchasing those pink sapphires earlier. Speaking of the sapphire studs we had that are gone, I'm going to show you the last part of our stud trio we had way back in the first hour, because no doubt some folks are just probably tuning in or have tuned in at some point since that point. So let's show you these gorgeous zircon earrings that I can't decide. This is how you're going to wear them, but they sit better on the wheel this way. So for the time being, I'm just putting them east-west, but it's 113-1006. And this is a little bit of a miracle. Sometimes, the early birds are going to get all the good stuff. I thought this value is one of those that didn't think I'd last 30 seconds, let alone a couple of hours. Here's our last look at them. Needless to say, they'll go. I think just the right shopper didn't see them yet. It is 113-1006. They're $624 total. It's even the upgrade in the gold. So let's point that out. It's 18 karat gold. So you've got that higher end gold purity. You've got 3 carats plus in each stone. You have the 53 points in diamonds that are combining the baguettes and the rounds together. And you can wear them north to south, east to west, or at a diagonal. They're a 1/2 inch in length. They're in solid gold. They stay in the white gold. They're beautiful. And we've had our fair share of blue zircon earrings to know something about blue zircon earrings. They usually are really pricey in big sizes. We know that about blue zircons. Let's face it, if there's one in a ring, it's pricey. One stone, 3 carat in size, in a ring. I could show you 50 examples of the past and the present where I have 3 carat zircons in rings that are $4,000 and $5,000, meaning the earrings logically should be at least $8,000 because you have 2 of them. They're 2, 3 carats plus each, wrapped in diamonds, upgrading the gold, giving you the opportunity to get them right away because obviously they can go right out to you. And they are not going to be $10,000. This was part of a blowout. The other earrings are gone. The sphenes are gone. The pink sapphires are gone. We had a whole trio. Now this is the last pair standing, which were also, ironically, the higher purity in gold and the bigger stones. So doesn't make any sense, but somebody's lucky moment is right now because they're not even, no, they're not $10,000. They're down to $1,999, which makes that also affordable from any perspective in the way of incredible, incredible earrings. So this is really exciting. And all you have to do is let me know if you like them. One pair, do you want to see them on again? Let's do that. I'm going to put them on the ear one more time just in case you missed that too, because they are a ½ inch top to bottom. So I'm going to borrow one here. And again, when I put them on north to south, the baguettes are going to be on the sides. They're going to be on the east and west sides there of your stone, and I think they're going out. We'll see who's got them. That's what they look like on, just to see. Oh, that vibrant bright blue, not like other blues either. It's not that royal blue. It's not a navy. It's a turquoisey blue, vibrant. I call it electric blue, and that's really how this is best described, as electric blue, and of course the sizzle of that double refraction. Let's go back to the wheel close-up. $1,999. Okay, and they do love to do that just because they're larger earrings. So here they are, up close and personal, and then we'll recap those diaspora earrings that I had, the big drops. They're coming up as well, so looking forward to that also. And $19.99. Who would like the zircon earrings? They're fabulous. 18 karat white gold and beautiful larger diamonds throughout. Halo design. Jason says yes. I'll take them. Thank you, Jason. To your caller. All right, here we go. This is the other recap. This may have shocked me even more than the blue zircon studs. 112-9730 is the number here. We're running out of time. We got 20 minutes left to go. So I need any and all requests. If you got them, give them to me. I'll help you. Here's our color change Turkish diaspora Portuguese cut round. That's one of 2 identical pieces here. The drop earring, the Omega back style. This really, really beautiful round Portuguese that's showing kiwi greens, bright goldens, champagnes, and pinks. All of it. Staying in the yellow gold. They were $17,999 earrings. That's one. Here's the other. These are amazing. And the price tag, even more amazing. I don't know what I like better, the stones or the price tag. It just does. It all works. Isn't that what we do? It's all got to work. Everything got to work. The quality's got to be there, the style's got to be there, the workmanship's got to be there, and the little teeny itty bitty price tag. It's all got to be there. And they're not $79.99 either. That's a $10,000 off, and we just keep going. They're not $79, $69, $59, $49. Again, you could never get one of these stones for this price. It's a 4 carat plus each. Portuguese cut round. I'm going to show them on as well. I know that one's leaning right now. I'm going to just borrow one, show you on so you can see how beautifully they swing and move and sway in the light here with all those dynamic colors. There's just nothing else like it. Look at that. Facing right out to the rest of the world so everybody can see the gorgeous glam of this Portuguese cut round and all of its amazing colors and a color changing. And of course, it looks more pinky purple now. It's in that little lower light. Let's do better than $49 and $39.99. On their way they will go. They are $2,999 for the pair. Just one, and they stay in the yellow gold, and we will go right back up close where you can see them again upright. I know that one's leaning. They don't like to sit on their own here. We're asking a lot of those earrings because they are, of course, an articulated design, as most drop earrings are. So that's what they look like up close. Let me make sure you see the other one so you know this is exactly that same gorgeous brilliance, brightness, and Great facet pattern of the Portuguese cut round. Nothing else like it. $29.99 for the pair. And yellow gold's how they stay. We also have the big tanzanite earrings. We should probably bring those out, the big button style. And then we'll see if anyone needs to see the Smithsonites. That was our big debut today. If you want to see a last look at our 4 left on the Smithsonites, we had 4 available for you. Actually 4 left, and they're all those beautiful bright turquoisey blues. And don't forget about the yellow diamond bands and the yellow diamond studs, because they're still here, I believe. So check in with your operators and get those too. Be a really good idea. And those earrings, $29.99 for the pair. Okay, let's get to the Paraíba ring in a blue-green. I don't know how those somebody's going to have to explain that to me. And then here we go with the Paraíba 3-stone ring. Yes. Oh, good. Congratulations. Not the diaspores. They're here. We just had a few pieces from earlier going. I've got a 3-stone Paraíba round here. Minimalistic, yes. Classic style, yes. But a very important Paraíba nonetheless, because even though it may not be a gigantic size, it is an extremely important size, cut, and color. Item number is 112-9790. Call me on the diaspora drops. They're here at the moment. I don't think they're going to last the 18 minutes we have left. Definitely do not think so. So here we are with our really beautiful 26-point round Paraíba. Ideal in color. Blue greens galore, really a 50-50 blue-green and totally neon. 26 points on the carat weight of the center, 31 points in the diamonds around it. That would be 15.5 points apiece if they're exact. And it's a 3-stone style. So the 3-stone style, classic. If you need to amp it up on certain days, you add a ring guard, you add a wonder ring. The wonder ring would be fabulous with it. Anything you want to do. But it's also going to be a big value because we know of this as being one of the most important and therefore one of the most expensive stones the world has ever offered us. And one of the reasons why it continues to soar in value and price is because it is so rare. There's no active mining. All the mines, all 3 that ever existed, shut down, done and mined out, completely closed. So it is a stone that hasn't seen its plateau yet. I don't think there will ever be a plateau on this stone because it continues to gain in value. And the irony is that as it continues to be limited in availability, the world is a savvy group. We have access to, back when I started, there wasn't a lot of World Wide Web access. We weren't buying gems that way. It wasn't, you know, those were the dark ages of shopping. We had to use avenues like TV and stores, retail stores and television. And that was really it, maybe catalogs. Now, with the internet, we can learn about gemstones and be exposed to more gemstones, far more than we could a few decades ago. And this is really where, again, the popularity is coming in. There are designers who have worked with teeny little Paraíbas that have helped to make them famous. Big name designers who are no more for fashion and handbags than they are for jewelry, but have dove into the fine jewelry world. And what do? Tiny Paraíbas. There's a reason this stone is getting more and more traction and popularity, is working towards becoming a household name, all while there's still very little of it out there. And so the challenge is, where do you find it and how do you afford it? Because with all the day, every day that goes by, it's getting more rare, it's getting more pricey, and nobody, including wholesalers, not selling it. So here's your chance to get it affordably. That's the beautiful moment we're having here, is that this can be affordable, and it's not an oversized ring. It's not that we'll all have to save it for one special occasion every now and again. It's wearable every day. It's a style that could maybe be giftable if you want to get somebody else's collection and gemstone journey started off in the highest end way possible. This would be a great gift idea. Maybe it's for a younger gal who's not wearing big oversized cocktail rings as of yet, but wants to have that precious collectible. By the way, it's an October birthstone. Just want to throw that out there because we don't always think of tourmalines as a classic birthstone, but it is. October has 2. It's opal and tourmaline. This is a tourmaline, a very rare, complex, copper-rich tourmaline, but it's a tourmaline. So it's a real rarity on its own. Plus those big diamonds and the solid slab of gold that it's in. We're going to blow it out right now. It's for one caller. Come on in and you can change the gold color too. So you can get the yellow gold or the rose gold if you would prefer it. But it is supposed to be $49.99. This was here just a couple days ago with me and I didn't show it because of that $49.99 price tag. Now it gets to be significantly lower for the very end of What's New Wednesday. and our very end of April here. And so here we are, better than even $4,000, $3,000, or $2,000. What about $19.99? Paraiba under $2,000, I don't care what the size is, that rarely happens. But now, to be able to do something even better for you, end of the show is here. We got 14 minutes left to go, and there are still no requests. So I'll just keep showing you the goodies and marking them down here. This is something special. And it's not going to be $19.99. No, it will not. And this is when the madness is about to ensue on the phone lines. And by the way, the Diaspora drop earrings are still here. Call me on those. That's one of the few pieces we have left from the show tonight. So that's a really important one to grab if you would not want to see a day go by and not get those, because they'll be gone by the end of the show here. We still got 13 minutes where everyone's mulling things over. But here we are at better than even 19, better than 18, 17, 16. Now we're getting to the point where we're already less than the price of the gold by itself. So this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But Paraiba diamonds, big diamonds for free, I'll take it. Who else is going to join me in that sentiment here where it's time to try Paraiba? Because you know that especially if it's been a budget issue before this night tonight, and if you've seen most of them at $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on this show, and you've been frustrated by, I don't know if there's going to be one in the wheelhouse of affordability, this would be it. It's not $16.99. It's not $15.99. This is something special. And yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold, and in your size and shipped to your doorstep for free. And I'm blowing it out for $1,499 right here and now. So $14.99. That is the way you get a discount and a deal. That's all you got to do. $14.99, just say yes. And again, white, yellow, rose. So there's all kinds of options you have here to really make it your own. Maybe just, again, that beautiful brightness of the round. Let me pop it up to your eye level so you can also see it that way, because that's really important to see how this looks when you see the brightness and the neon glows that gives you. It's very special. And that's what it looks like straight up to your eye level. Absolutely gorgeous. $1,499. Come on now. That's one for the ages. And then we're going to recap the heart-shaped purple Paraiba, where we can get you a $437. So we'll get you that one as well. White, yellow, rose, $14.99. Oof, that is some good shopping right there. And then we have this one, just as a reminder, because we have 10 minutes left to go in the show. So last call for requests. Are we going to go a whole day without one? I hope not. Ooh, and then there's this, which also I showed way earlier tonight. Wanted to give you another look at it. It's our purple pinky Paraiba, and it's all neon. 113-1103 is the number. It's clean as can be. That 26 pointer was very clean, but we're going up over 4 carats more here in a rare color with copper and is tourmaline. So that's not typical to see that clarity. That's why the stone is so important. That's why it should be so much money. But it's not. It's not that much money at all, because we took it under $1,000 a carat while giving you free gold and free diamonds and 52 points there, and white, yellow, or rose gold, your choice. And it's only going to be $39.99. So it's under $1,000 a carat if you were just buying the stone. There's a mounting setting it as well that is equally as important. And then we got to recap the Aquamarine emerald cut that was also here. The color change sphene. Oh, that was a good one too. The color change sphene pendant. The earrings I had are gone, but we do have a pendant still available for you. And then last call on anything else in the show. With 10 minutes to go, we've got very, very limited items left. It's a good time to dial in if you have any requests of something you want to see. We can still bring that out really quickly. The butterfly necklace I will show you again as well, because that was our first butterfly piece in a long while that was a brand new style. So we'll share that with you as well. We also had the 18 karat gold diamond collar with almost 8 carats in diamonds and an ounce and a half of 18 karat gold. And that one's here as well. So we do have that for you. And then our last call on this one, a $39.99 as I show it to you on the hand. That's a purple Paraiba, so an extremely rare color. Look at that clarity, the flash and the fire. It is second to none. Take a look at this. Here's what it looks like on the hand. There you go. Some bright popping neons, no doubt about it. It's under, look at that. Look how much money we took off that piece, 12 grand. is saving on that one. So very important when there's not even a price tag available in the rest of the world. To take $12,000 off a price tag that would be bonkers as it is, that's awfully nice. So $39.99 if you'd like that purple pink heart shape. It's copper bearing, yet it's one of the bigger sizes of all the copper bearing stones we have in the inventory. This was a wild one. The 508 Aqua is also here. This is in platinum. Now let me show you without the glare here so you can see there are some mirror finished details on the side that stack up next to your emerald cut. This was 1130770. It is the 508 platinum piece, emerald cut stone. That color is really strong color, as Sierra Santa Maria should be, but they all do it differently. Some still give you more color than others. And this 508 has 4 points and those 2-point diamonds on each side, so 4 points total. Stacked with platinum, nice heavier piece here. I was pointing out earlier, from the front it looks like just one big solid band. It's actually got a 5-time split here, so it's just really emphasizing. It almost reminds me of florals in a modern way. Let's say you had a stem with a petal, a stem with a floral. It's almost like each stem of the platinum on the sides leads up to its own individual marquise-shaped disc, if you will. Big diamonds on the side, but you really have to see it on the hand to appreciate it, because that's the way it really hits the light properly, and you can see those saturated colors of the aqua. Now I know it's really, if you're thinking back to other bigger sizes like this, it would be a detriment, because you're thinking maybe $10,000, maybe 12. Best case scenario, maybe 7,500. That's not where we're taking this 508, which was brand new, debuted just a few hours ago, and that's going to be down to $1,999 for the big aqua. And yet perfectly aligned details on the side in solid platinum. So it's got that feel, it's got that weight that we don't see, or again, we don't see with gold as much. We don't see that density that platinum has unless it's 18 karat. Here's where you get that density. So you're really, between the stone size and the amount of platinum you have, you're gonna feel the heft of your ring, and it feels great on. It feels like luxury. There's a lot of things that look like luxury, but then you know the second you either use it, feel it, carry it, hold it, maybe not so much. Sometimes it can be a smell, right? It depends on what it is, like leather. You know, there's a lot of things that look like leather, but then you know by the feel. You know by the feel, maybe the scent, right? You know good quality versus not so good. Jewelry, you feel, it's important to feel it. It's not just about what it looks like. We wear jewelry. Jewelry is part of us, so we want to have a great feel. Feel is luxury, and that's really what you get there. Let me recap the butterfly necklace that debuted earlier tonight as well. It was 1130833. It's a unique necklace, not a pendant and chain, but an actual entire necklace. So you get this style here with those bigger diamonds front and center on the wings. You see how it's one bigger stone, then smaller around it. 55 points in 18 karat gold, another upgrade in your metal. And attached to the chain, it's 15 or 16 inches via spring ring closure. So there you can see your closure. There's the other O-ring, and meant to sit right at the base of the neckline. And what a great gift this would be, being an entire necklace, made up, ready to go, ready to wear. That one's down to $12.99. When it's 18 karat gold and some really substantial diamonds that you have individually, here's what it looks like on the hand. So you can see it that way, and note the size, because it's got that really good size. And I feel like the further away I go, the more it could be interpreted also as a bow design. What do you guys think when it's on the neckline here? Think in a way, when you see it from a distance, it can look very much like that classic butterfly, but it can at first glance look like a bow. I think it's really a butterfly, but it just has a very a beautiful feminine look overall. That's really what I see here. And yet, look at that, the size of it, big enough to really show up no matter what kind of colors it's with, no matter bright, lighter, neutrals, doesn't matter. It's a great wearable style, and 16 inches, for the record, sits right about where that microphone is. So that's about where it's gonna sit, right at the base of the neckline on an average size neckline. We'll go back up close, take a look at the way those diamonds are situated. Also, the finishing in the back is really well done too. So you can see how really they didn't have to go that extra mile and do that, but look at that nice finishing in the back as well. And you can see that 18 karat stamp and the 5.5 representing the 55 points in diamonds as well. So significant there. All right, so $12.99, and then what else do we have? The pendant. That would be our color change fiend. The matching earrings did sell earlier, but we have 1131114 coming up. This is one of the more affordable fiends we have. A color change. That is a square radiant, and look at that thing be brilliant as ever. color change and brilliance all in one, carat 80 on this divine radiant cut. This is really square radiant, so it's like an asher, but you don't see step fastening here, so that's why it's not really an asher, it's a square radiant. And yet trimmed with diamonds along the outside halo, a bail that's all done in mirror finishing of the yellow gold. This one could be changed if you want to. If your one hang up here is that you'd rather have white gold or rose gold, let us do that for you for free, but let's also make it extremely affordable right now. End of the show is here. We've got about 4 minutes left to go. So questions on anything you've seen, anything you're thinking about, let's get it done today before it's gone to somebody else tonight. That's really important. So here we are with this better value than new. $56.99 is where it started. I don't even think I touched on that earlier. I got straight down to the discount. You better believe on a night like tonight, What's New Wednesday, every Wednesday night, must see. You're going to see a brand new, something special you've never seen before every single Wednesday night throughout spring and summer. So you got to tune in. And this has been a night of exceptional rarities. And yet here's another one of them that we carry on the regular, but not too many of them left. So grab them while you can. This one's only $1,499, by the way. So a very affordable way to get a nearly 2 carat. So that's the other difference. When they get up to close to 2 carats, they start to be $4,000 and $5,000 really quickly. This one's only $14.99, so your value is there. And yet, this is how most of us choose to wear our sphines because we know it is a softer stone. So great in pendants and great in earrings because then you never need to give it a second thought. You put them on, you wear them. Now, when you store them, that's a different story. You want to be sure and store them also away from your other jewelry stones, like your other gemstones, your diamonds, and all your other metals, because just make sure they're separated from the rest so they don't get scratched. But again, a sphene is a great way to wear it in a pendant or an earring that you never have to worry about it. And $14.99 for a carat 80 is really something special. You just don't see that. I've had a number of color change sphines. I introduced this to the world back in 2017. So it's a stone that we're definitely, it's memorable. I feel like I remember every one of them because they are so important and so rare. But we know when you get close to 2 carats, they just do not go under $2,000. And this one, it's under 15. Still have the butterfly necklace for you. Still have the big aqua, the big emerald cut aqua is still awaiting a caller to say yes. And if you'd like to call me on that big 18 karat gold collar, we can talk off airs on that one. But again, butterfly necklace and 18 karat gold is here. The carat 80 sphene for the moment is here. The big aquamarine, the 508, also here for you in that gorgeous Sierra Santa Maria material. And again, we are back tomorrow night. It is our final night of April. So I can tell you this, there's going to be a very big diamond surprise. May not be what you expect. It's going to be a very big diamond surprise tomorrow night. So we're going to celebrate the grand finale of April. And officially say goodbye to Diamond Month of 2026 with a very big special that you're going to love. That and many, many other ideas. Plus, there will be a ton of brand new tomorrow night. The show starts at 5. That is 5 Pacific time, and that's 7 Central time and 8 p.m. Eastern. So, reminder, that's our Wednesday, Thursday, Friday schedule. 3 weeknights, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all 5 to 8 Pacific, 8 to 11 Eastern. And then we've got our Saturday and Sunday mornings that start at 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern. So remember that. 5 live shows a week, 3 hours each show. 15 hours a week for you. Got to be here live to see what kind of goodies and celebrations of jewelry and value we do. So $14.99 on the sphene. Again, aqua or butterfly necklace. Call me on those. We'll help you out with them as well. And any other questions you have on anything else? Our Smithsonites, a couple of those left if you want to inquire about those. We are here for a few minutes after we go off the air on the phone line. So just jot down that phone number so you know how to reach us. And then we'll see you tomorrow night for a big Thursday night grand finale to April. My goodness. And then we'll celebrate the beautiful merry month of May coming up on Friday, and we'll kick that off together. So looking forward to it. A big week ahead at TVON. Hope you can join me for all of it. Thank you again for being with us tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for shopping. What a celebration of Smithsonites. Thank you to James Smithson for again bequeathing his collection to the Smithsonian Institute, because that would never exist if it weren't for that gentleman who also has his namesake Smithsonite. So thank you again so much, everybody, for being here tonight. I'm Lauren Blair. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, finale of April tomorrow. See you then.